Beautiful people, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I throw a hello to Obodo Farm. How's everyone doing? Ekuleo. So happy to be back, guys. I am so happy to be with you guys tonight. How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Laila Ali, much love from Arizona. Oh, thank you so much. Bumi, I see you. Welcome. Princess, welcome. Thank you everybody for joining. Yafawa. Did you see the video I did when I was talking about the shorts? I saw your comment and I made a whole Odindi video for you. Did you see that? I hope you got your confidence. Ignore what the naysayers are saying. It doesn't matter what people feel about you. Okay? Go ahead and live your best life. Rock your life the way you like it, the way you feel about it, the way you want it. Nobody's got the right to tell you, how to badu. Good evening, Obodo Farm. Welcome. It's so nice to be back. It's been a minute. Yeah, I'm so happy to be back home. Dubai was fun once again. It's always fun to be out there. And yeah, we had a good time. We really badging ourselves. It was very hot. I saw some people saying why they were saying I'm wearing hats to go into the swimming pool. Go and stay under that sun and see whether your black skin will not burn. Eshe, thank you very much. I wear my hat, yo. Ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run o. It's too hot. It's way too hot. Can you hear me very well? I miss you all so much. Yeah, Kukwa. I miss you too. It was hard for you, eh? I stay in my true and unapologetic yes. I think we are unapologetic on this platform. We don't care. We don't give a damn. Oh my God. Yeah, I've been missed. Okay, give me my flowers if I've been missed. You guys know. Give me my flowers. Show me my love. I miss you guys. It's so nice to be back home. Yeah, we had a good time, but you know what? There is no place like home. I thought the children were having a good time, but today I have not seen them like they were properly happy to be back home. I'm like, what? You guys are so happy to be home. They miss their friends, they miss their home, they miss their rooms, they miss life in the UK. I think holiday is good, but just for a little while and then back to life. It's so nice to be back. Thank you everybody for being here today. I see all your messages, those who checked up on me on Instagram, those who DM'd me, those who sent me messages on WhatsApp. I hear you. I saw you all. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all for the love. And I love you right back. Thank you so much. People were looking for me literally. I wasn't it wasn't far. It wasn't for a long time. It was literally a week. It was a week. We were in Dubai for those seven nights. So it's not like we were gone for a long time. But it's good to be missed. It's good to be missed. Thank you, Obodo Fam, for being here. Welcome, welcome. Are you feeling my oh my God. One of my sisters said that wherever I travel to, I always say I'm gonna move there, I'm gonna relocate there. I embrace it. I embrace it. I immerse myself in the culture and I just get on with it. Yeah, I think traveling is about learning about other cultures, their lifestyle, their way of life, and all that. So, because I was in Dubai, I decided to buy their clothing. I normally like this clothing, to be honest. My friends in Nigeria usually get it for me, so I decided to get one or two of these for myself. And it's really giving me the rich auntie vibes. I'm not going to lie, I'm loving it. It's so nice. And it's so strange how you go over there to the is it Middle East they call it, and you see women dressed like this. Literally all their women, this is all they wear. No matter what they wear, they always have the thing on top. Our cultures are so different across the world. If you don't travel, you don't know. Honestly, those women, they wear this, different design, different design, but it's always black. Yeah. So the men will wear, the Arabs men wear white, the women wear black. But I'm telling you, those women with that black they are wearing, the kind of costume or accessories that goes with it. Oh my god. Bags, the latest, literally when the airport coming and I saw this lady, there's a new bag by Prada. We were literally seeing it in the walls on the airport, duty free. When you're walking towards the terminal to duty free and you are seeing, the new stuff that's coming out from all the designers, they are literally on the wall. And I kid you not, we saw a woman that was carrying that same bag, the new Prada, the big one. And I'm like, wow, they carry really expensive, they have money now, in our oil country. They're not be like us where our oil now only a few they enjoy 'em. Yeah, those people, they are women. You see their sunshade, their handbags, their jewelry, on top of this abaya and this, the black cloth that they wear. You will know that there is money. There is money. Money is talking. They look really, really good. Welcome, everybody. So nice to be back home. So while I was away, I did try to keep up with you guys. I didn't want to abandon you completely, you know. And yeah, you like the oil. Yeah, I like that oil too. Their perfumes are really, really good. I do try to get a few when I go over there. They have oil-based perfumes, so they are really good. They last a long time, more than the Udo perfume and the Udo toilet that we buy over here. Yes. So while I was away, I did try to keep up with you guys, and the video that I shared with you guys where I recorded, that's the only one I could do, because I didn't want to be doing YouTube too much when, I should actually be enjoying my holidays. So we were talking about a Mongo Park that wrote a letter to me. Mhm. And I am doing a follow-up to that story. Yeah. It's called abaya. Yes, I know. The dressing is called abaya. Yeah, I think they do wear clothes under, but they just use this to cover because as a Muslim woman, you're supposed to cover up. You're supposed to cover up. Oh my god. That video, the response has been amazing. Really, really amazing. And I wanted to talk about it because I felt like, because it was just a recorded video, it didn't give me the opportunity, for us to have that engagement. Although there was a lot of comments, and I must say there was a lot of likes. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. I think so many people are subscribed since the past 1 week. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. Yeah, I appreciate you all. Please continue to do so. Yeah, so it got a lot of comments. The video got a lot of comments and a lot of likes. I think it's almost like 1,000 likes now, which is something very rare for a video that is not a live video where you keep telling people, please press the like button, press the like button. So that's really, really encouraging. So I know a lot of people were somewhat concerned because I said that I'm not going to be doing the live show anymore. I want to grow the channel. Yeah. But I've just made a decision that I'm going to do both. Maybe not as many as the live shows I used to do, just do both. So that as we are growing, we are also not cutting out the engagement. To be honest, I enjoy the live shows as well. So we'll still have them, but maybe we'll just interchange so that as we are growing, we are also learning and also growing the channel and also having all the engaging conversations and the chit chat that we normally have. Because I think a lot of people prefer the live stream. Again, because people are able to call in and they can say their opinion. And I appreciate that. I appreciate. And that's why I always, I take your feedback, into consideration. I'm not a dictator that will just say, okay, it's my channel, this is what I want to do. So somebody put a comment there that really touched me and she was like, yeah, and to be, I understand that you want to grow the channel. Growth is good, but please don't look at the growth because the subscribers is not what you expect. Just look at, the impact we are making. And that's what we want to talk about tonight. Yeah, the live streams are so engaging. They are so engaging. People enjoy them more. I do enjoy them as well. But live streams don't grow channels on YouTube. That's the problem. If only they did, I will do only them. So going forward, I think we're just going to have a bit of both so that we will not be left behind. Okay. Thanks everyone for understanding. The Ying, I miss you too, baby girl. How are you? So nice to see you. Yeah. Some people, yeah, the live stream is therapeutic for them. Yeah. I agree with you, Bibi. You say the live stream is very freeing and unburdening for a lot of us. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Like your support on this platform, man. I can never ever take it for granted. I love you guys so much. I feel like you are a part of you are a part of me. You know, you guys are a part of me. Like yeah, I feel you guys. I feel the love. I feel the commitment. I feel the support. We are on a journey together. Yeah, we're on a journey together, and I'm so glad that I found my tribe. People who think the same way that I think, and they, I mean, not 100%. You can never get 100%, which is all right. But a lot of people who we are on this journey together do agree with the message that we are trying to push out on this platform. And that's the beauty of Obodo Farm. You know, we see things the same way and we are willing to work towards having these very difficult conversations because change is all we are asking for. Advocacy is not, it's not moi moi. It's not moi moi. It's like pressure group. It's like a pressure group. People don't like pressure groups. Do you know why? Because pressure groups want to bring changes, and our people are not very good with changes. No, we don't like it. We like the way things are. After all, if it's working for some group of people, why change it? They like the status quo, but we can't continue like this. Things have to change. Mm, things have to change. If you're on social media, then you understand why things have to change. Every single day you open your Instagram, you go on any Nigerian blog or any African blog, you must hear news about a relationship that has gone terribly wrong. Even this one that just came back, guys, I came back today. I kid you not. I came back this morning, but it was a night flight, so we got to the UK as early as 7. All right, so by 9 we were home. Even today, I've seen it already in Nigeria, other places in Africa. So, how can we expect things to continue if attitudes don't change? If people don't change the way they treat the other gender? If the way we conduct marriage. I saw a show that Omoye's Corner did. I really wanted to join it, but the only thing, okay, two things I didn't like about Dubai. Let me tell you guys. The internet is terribly slow. At least in the hotel where I stayed, those two videos that I posted, I had to, it took almost 24 hours to upload them. Even Nigeria internet was faster than that. And another thing was that the food, oh my God, I've never done well with the food. I don't like the food at all. I don't like the food. So the internet was so slow. So I saw a show that Amoye's Corners set up and I wanted to join, but the internet is, oh my God, it wasn't strong enough. Hey, Amoye, are you out there? How are you? I've missed you. And she was talking about, she was asking the question how the older generation conducted marriage, if they did it right. What? Which one? This one? No, I took it from the room. You want it? She was asking that question, did they conduct marriage the right way? The topic sweet my belly. I wanted to join, but I couldn't. I know you have a part 2 set up. By the grace of God, I'll be there. I think we have to have that conversation because it is our parents that show us the example of how marriage is done, whether we like it or not. It is what you see growing up that will inform you as a child what relationship is supposed to be. Unfortunately, a lot of us grew up in very dysfunctional family where there was a lot of abuse. And that is why the Mongo Park that wrote that email to me and said, I am breaking marriages that I'm that I think I'm going to take that email and frame it. I'll put it in a frame like this and put it in my studio. I'll just put it here. So that whenever I look at it, it will remind me that we are not wasting our time here, guys. I actually like the feedback. I do like it because some people will just say, they will ban their wives from watching. And another lady sent a comment on that video and said that her own Mongo Park has broken 2 of her phones. Guys, there's work to be done, no? Eh, you know how in the kingdom of God, Bible says that the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. This issue of domestic violence is the same. The work is a lot. So this lady said, I think her name is Adeoti Tosin, said most African men will not really like your channel. And then God's child said, even some African Americans too, some of them are like these African men. And then Fab Mom put a comment that said, the one I'm living with has broken my two phones because I'm watching Obodoyibo TV. The one I'm living with has broken two of my phones because I'm watching Obodoyibo TV. So, guys, I think the message I just want to pass across tonight is the fact that we are not wasting our time. We are being heard. Trust me, people are hearing us worldwide, not only in the diaspora, in Africa, in places that you don't even imagine. Because you see this World Wide Web, this www that you see, so this internet that you see, this social media that you see, it is like one of the most powerful tools now that you can use to pass a message that will cut across countries, tribes, religion, generation, just name it. And then everybody go on that and they were asking her, I hope you're okay. Why are you still there? Some other ladies will be upset, like, he's broken two of your phone. And I think I actually put a comment there. I'm like, if you live in the diaspora, call the police. That's what I said. I said, call the police for him if you live in the diaspora, because if he's broken two of your phones, yeah, the next thing is your head is going to break. A violent person does not have limits. And when they become violent like that, they cannot control themselves. So somebody is breaking your phone. My people, please sit down and meditate on it. Reflect on how controlling you need to be, like, to like, oh my God, to be overseeing what your wife is doing, what she's listening to, and you are controlling who she's listening to. You took one phone like this with a four phone here. You take another one or four phone here just because you don't want her to listen to a particular YouTuber, a particular message. What will make somebody not want their wife to listen to Obodoyibo TV if the person was not abusive? My people, why would they be driving their wives from Mongo parks are all out to stop their wives from watching Obodoyibo TV? Because they say whenever their wives watch Obodoyibo TV, that they change. So that Mongo Park was on and on about how his marriage is ending because of me. But that is not where I'm going tonight. What I want to talk about tonight is something positive, okay? Because this is my first day. I've really rested in Dubai and I'm feeling good, well rested. I didn't think about anything. And so I want us to start on a very positive note. And this is what this our brother said. So if I see this our brother, I can hug him and really, really celebrate him and give him a gift. Do you know why? Because it takes a real man. It takes a real person, a genuine person who is reflective, who has ogbonori, that can think, to sit down and say, I'm a Mongo Park. I'm a Mongo Park. So his name is AGK, One Daisy. AGK, please, if you are listening, we celebrate you. We thank you for what you've said in our comment section about how this platform that Obodofa and I are sitting down here daily to talk about issues in our community, to learn, to unlearn, to grow, to evolve, to change, because we are trying to get rid of all this abusive behavior. How our parents, some of them that were abusive, the way they conducted marriage, and we do realize that some of you don't know any better. But people like AGK, they are willing to listen and they are willing to change. You see the other one, Eddie Osa, that one is not willing to change. He doesn't even see anything wrong in his behavior, and that is why his wife is divorcing him. AGK said, I watched your video and discovered my behavior towards my wife was a bit harsh. I immediately adjusted. Now I am very careful how I treat my beloved wife. Underline that. My beloved wife is calling her now. Because of you and I don't take all the glory. It's God Almighty that gives us the inspiration And it's you and I, Obodo fam, that sit down here every day to trash out this issue. If now let me they sit down talk, monologue is very boring. You go sit down, talk, 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 you go tire. The spit go dry for your mouth. It won't be interesting. He said, I was a bit harsh. He said, I immediately adjusted. Now I'm very careful how I treat my beloved wife. The young man should see it as an opportunity to change rather than unnecessary blaming. That is Ediusa. The other one that said that said that it's Auntie B that is breaking his marriage. He said it's me that is poisoning Obodo Igbo women's mind. It's me that is changing them. It's me that is teaching them how to live their marriage. Okay? And then he went ahead to say, God bless you for educating not only the abused, also the abuser has a lot to learn. Educate a man you be. Three gbosa for you. Now man be this. This is a real man. A real thoughtful human being who actually cares about the woman he calls his wife. He said, you know, the last bit of that comment, only that he said that I'm speaking Yoruba and English now, please forgive me. He's saying that it's not only for the person that is doing the abuse to learn, but it's also for not only the woman that, if it's the woman in that case that is being abused to learn, but the abuser to learn and unlearn how to treat your wife. What do women want? People like our brothers, brother Bio, that will come here, brother Patrick, that will come here and talk about things like that. When men like this will hear them, they listen. Okay, yeah, I thought it's like this, so maybe I'm not doing it right. I share it's not like this. Okay, what can I do differently? So even the abusers are learning that, okay, this is not it's not only talking about red flags. The people that are doing the red flags, that are perpetuating the red flags, are also learning that, okay, this behavior is a red flag. Maybe I didn't know, but I can change. People like that, up, now they go. Progress, now go they follow them. I prayed for this brother, Ejike, from my heart, for having the humility for him to not only change, but he's also putting it there to his fellow brother. You, Nigerian man like you call yourself Ediusa. This is me. I was like you too, but today, Chinyere, you want to come into the show? Okay, let me send you the invitation. Yeah, I'll put it in the comment section. It's not me alone that is talking, because I was so filled with joy in my heart. Because I tell you, sometimes I have doubts. I'm not gonna lie. I have doubts. Sometimes I will be wondering, why am I even bothering myself with all this wahala? Why? I say it here jokingly. I'll be saying, why am I not cooking food? I could have been cooking food and doing lifestyle. I have a lot of lifestyle to show. I can sit down with my family and we'll do things and I'll record it. People will watch. But when you see comment like this, you'll be like, oh my God. Ashe, people are actually listening. We are being heard. The hours and hours that we sit down here. Chinyere, I shared my link. It's in the comment section. I share the hours and hours. I hope it's the right one that I shared though. Invite. Okay. It's the invite one I should share. If it's not the right one, then let me see. So we are not just wasting our time. Yeah, I shared the right one. My God. I read that comment over and over and over and over and over again. So men are learning, women are learning, abusers are changing. Those who are being abused are recognizing what abuse means. And it's not just recognizing it, it's the impact. I mean, I think the reason why I have so much insight about it is because of my own personal experience with my own sister, and also because I'm a social worker. So I'm trained and I understand the impact. And guess what, my people? The testimony never finished over the farm. We have a lot to celebrate. Guess who emailed me while I was on holidays? My link is in the comment section, guys, if you want to come in to say something about how, we are being heard. And especially about this, our brother, AGK, that said, I've changed. He said, my lovely wife. You can imagine The woman seeing Mrs. Ejike seeing the husband now that he's changed. Hmm? The Ying say, Sister B, cooking jollof rice on YouTube is not your ministry. I know how to cook jollof rice, so the Ying, please allow me to cook jollof rice in peace. This one is hard. It's not easy, honestly. If I cook jollof rice, they're not going to abuse me. Sometimes it's too much. The trolling is too much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Buki, oh, God bless you for this wonderful prayer. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, I have the insight about the impact it has. See, abuse does not only have impact on the person that is being abused, it has an impact on the children. It has an impact on the future, the generation, the potentials, what that person can achieve in life. There is so much damage that it does. The damage is too much. And it is passed down from generation to generation. Why? Why? When we can do better. Bio, my brother, you are here. Welcome. I have good news. I have good news. Let me quickly share it. Then
Okay.
then I will let you say something. I've missed you, brother Bio.
I miss you too. I miss,
I see you're cooking, oh. I dey see you for Instagram, oh. All the
eh?
demo they do.
Now so me did Dubai by proxy. Oh. I did Dubai by proxy. Now so I go check ticket. I say okay, no shaking.
I carry all of una enter Dubai. You know, say they generous. I know they stingy. You
Yes,
know, as I
I
dey
did that
that
by
place, I see show una all the things why they do. You
when
see.
I soon up was I both now snap on my chair, put my hand up. I say okay, now my own cruise with
That be
it.
small thing, oh. We cruise, oh. We enjoy, oh. That be small.
Nice.
So, guess what? You know the story we shared about Peace Ofego?
Yeah.
That lady in New York that they gave the name, what's that name that they gave her? It's here. The husband sent me an email, or the
Okay.
ex-husband.
Yes.
This is exactly what he said, word for word.
Okay.
I said, we are being heard. We are being heard. People are hearing us.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
We will not be tired.
Yes.
The Lord will empower this platform. We will not be
Yes.
tired. And it's not just for me, it's for as many people are out there that are
Right.
beneficiary and they are learning. People are changing. People are refusing. The Goldilocks. Thank you, Neka. That they call the Goldilocks. The husband wrote me an email. He said, "Good morning. I am contacting you today to offer an exclusive interview with myself, Marquise Hudson." That's his name. He said,
Okay.
"The man whom you and the internet has portrayed as the villain from the story of my ex-wife, Peace of Ego, the Goldilocks
Mhm.
of the Hamptons." He said, "Please contact me as no one has the full story of what's going on. I am not this abusive person whom you claim I am, and will tell you the side of my story that
Mhm.
you and the world has no idea what has taken place."
Mhm.
So I read it and then I sent
Mhm.
him a reply. I said to him, "Well, thank you for sending us, an
Right.
email. I really appreciate it. Let me read it out word for word. This is the response." I said, "Dear Marquise, many thanks for your email. We have taken on board what you said regarding the show about Peace of Ego
Mhm.
and would like to hear from you.
Right.
However, you should not take what was said on the show as being
Mhm.
portrayed as a villain." I put it in
Right.
quotes. I
Right.
said, "The information we shared on my
Mhm.
show was well documented on the New York Post, and our
Right.
position was merely for learning
Mhm.
because we don't know about him." So it was all
Yes.
assumption based
Yes.
on the information we saw in the newspaper in America.
Right.
And then I said, "We will be happy to host you." I gave him 2 dates. I said,
Mhm.
"If you are willing to come, Thursday, 8th of September or Sunday, 10th of September,
Mhm.
I'll be willing to interview you. Please
Yes.
let me know what works for you. And I will
Okay.
set it up and send you a link to join the show virtually. Thank you
Yes.
very much. God bless."
Yes.
You see what I'm
Brilliant.
saying? Can
Yes,
you see that?
that's brilliant, brilliant one. And I'll take it from there by saying, Auntie B, welcome back home, and
Thank you.
thank you for all that you do. Um, you see, your offering is irresistible. So whether they like it or not, they must listen. We all must listen This show is not, your show is not a place of condemnation. That is what people don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We've never said it is a place of condemnation. We take people's stories the way they say it. We know for sure there are always three sides to the stories: your
Definitely.
side,
Mm-hmm.
the other person, and the
Mm-hmm.
truth. But however, we are not judging anybody,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
we are not considering maybe fair hearing or whatever. But if you come forward to say you want to share your own, that's very good. You're right. So, and we don't take things personal here. So we pick, the most important thing here is that we pick the lessons from the
Yes.
story that was shared. Okay, so
Exactly.
that's
Mm-hmm.
why we don't claim rights to any story
Mm-hmm.
that people come here and say, and we don't assume that, oh, the stories are 100% perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and just to add myself, even as a major contributor to this show, um, I just want to say this loud and clear for everybody to hear, that even though some people already know, I have learned so much from this show myself, you know. So nobody came with brains, nobody came with 100% perfectness. All right. So we are contributing, we are also learning, we are also developing ourselves, and everything, and wisdom is in a man or a woman that can take time
Hmm.
to, in his own private time,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
consider the things that he or she is lacking, and
Hmm.
see how you can improve in those areas. That is wisdom. Wisdom is not on pointing fingers. No, it's
No.
having
Mm-mm.
your
You
own
never
steps.
learn anything from
You,
pointing at the other
from
person. Say,
pointing
what about you?
fingers. So
Mm-mm.
the
Mm-mm.
person who, the first person that said, "Oh, Auntie B, you are doing this, you are doing that," he was pointing fingers
Yeah.
rather than taking a minute to look at himself and say, "What am I doing wrong?" And this brings us to the verse that says, "God hate divorce." Now, what people don't understand is that God hate divorce because God wants you to quickly readjust those things that will lead you to that divorce. Nobody takes pleasure in seeing people relationship going sour. Even when we advise people here that your best option might be separation, is to avoid greater harms.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Mm-hmm.
always times where we have things that we are being careful. We say, okay, rather than you going to die here, or buy here, let me see, let me delete. Okay, rather than
Mm-hmm.
somebody deleting, or
Mm-hmm.
rather than somebody living without peace, without joy. Other than that, we are all Africans, Christians, or Muslim, or whatever. Even if you don't believe in God, everybody knows that friendship, two is better than one. We keep
Mm-hmm.
saying it here. But when there is nothing, one way, you can't change the other person, then what can you do? So that is why we continue to encourage. There are so many. Sometimes you do this show, you see 1K, 2K, and all that. Auntie B, more people listening to you than the people you ever think you know. Trust
Hmm.
me, you will
Hmm.
never believe this. More people that listening to you. You see, sometimes, I told you, I said, they are people of timber and caliber here.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Mm-hmm.
because people like Bill and the rest come forward all the time to talk. No, there are even greater people on this platform than us, but they're just watching. People
Yeah.
are learning.
A lot of people don't even talk.
I'm
A
telling
lot of
you, a lot
people.
of people don't even talk.
If you somebody another person while I was on holiday emailed me. This one is a matured senior man, in fact,
Mm-hmm. They
that's
don't
lived in
talk.
America for over 40 years. If they come out
Yes.
40 years for my year, how many remain? I don't be 10.
So I know that a lot of people that are
Hmm.
there. The way I came into this show from the beginning, I didn't start talking from day one. I was watching to myself, I was listening. So I believe that people that will remain like that, there are people that will be bold enough, that will be willing to show their face and all that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But some don't really want to show their face, not because they don't have something to say. Through this show, I've shown my face. Some persons have known me. Some persons have even tried to dig me. Trust me, Auntie B, anything you do, people will dig you. I've
Yes.
seen, there are things I don't tell you. I don't want to even say it now. There are people that They will send me requests on social media. I know they just want to come in and look, who is this guy?
Who
You know
is
what I'm
this
trying to say?
Bill that is always talking?
Thank
They want to
you, by the way.
investigate you.
I will just
Mm.
look and say, see this one, you think you don't know what I'm doing. People will come in with fake profile and try to make friends, while there are sincere ones that will just come as true friends. The guy in Dublin Island, he will reach out to you anyway. He will tell you stuff. So what I mean here is that we help each other, we support each other. Nobody is coming here to claim Mr. Perfect. I've never said so. I believe even in my own relationships, maybe past relationship, if they still give a girl audience to speak, she will still see one or two things that I didn't do right.
Yes,
That's
definitely.
because I'm
Nobody is
human.
perfect. She
Nobody is
herself is not
perfect.
perfect. I'm sitting here, I'm not perfect. My marriage is
Yes.
not perfect. So it's about learning and
It's about
unlearning.
learning.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you know your weak point, then that is the first thing. That is the first thing. You know your weak point, then you know how to attack. Whoever goes to an interview and they ask you a simple question, what is your weakness? And you say you have none, you're not going
Uh,
to get that job.
you won't get the job.
You're
Mm-mm.
never going to get that
Or
job.
they'll ask you how do you manage pressure, or how do you
Friend,
manage difficult situation. You say difficult. No, everything with
last,
me works perfect.
Auntie B,
No.
just last week here, I'm not John Bounty, but somehow I had a interview with Microsoft the last week, and one of the question was, tell me a major mistake you've made in your
Hmm.
years in this industry. And if you can't tell them the mistake you've made, that means you're trying to say you're a perfectionist. Nobody's
Yes.
a perfectionist. We
Hmm.
all make mistakes. So you tell them the mistake and tell them how you learned, what you learned from that mistake, and
Hmm.
how you've been able to manage it and make sure that thing never happen again. That
Yes.
is all.
In my line of work, that is a very major question they ask, because we
Yes.
always deal with problem solving. So they will ask you to
Yeah.
give an example of
Hmm.
a very big situation that you've
Yes.
encountered, a
Yes.
problem you've encountered, or a mistake you've made and what you've learned from it. And because that's why we always talk about reflective learning in social work, because it's
Yes.
always about reflecting. Even when somebody dies, when there's
Hmm.
somebody deletes, because people they delete for a line of work where we're now.
Of
Okay,
course.
as I come UK now, just here for news today. One small pikin don't delete. Okay,
Hmm. Yeah.
the social work in that borough where that pikin live now, they are in non be small investigation. Because they will be
Yeah.
looking at why they didn't protect that child, because it's the
Mm.
job of social services to protect vulnerable children from anything where they happen abuse. You understand? So they will
Yeah.
start looking into it. They will have a massive what they call serious case review to
Right.
investigate. Not be saying I won't jail anybody or they won't punish
Hmm.
them, but they want to find out the learning from it. What could you have done better?
Right.
What step did you forget to take, or which step did you not take so well? It's
Right.
all about learning. What comes out of
Learning.
all those things I'm talking about, these
Yeah.
massive investigations, they spend thousands of pounds on those investigations,
Yeah.
and then they will produce a report.
Right.
At the end of the report, you will see recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the future, this is what we will do better.
Do
This
yeah.
is what
Yeah.
this is actions
Yeah.
that you will take. This is how
Yes.
people grow. But
Yeah.
our people, our agony is too much. Now we no
Yes.
pass. We
Yeah.
never do wrong.
You never do wrong. You don't want feedback.
Hmm.
Every offering has a column for feedbacks, because that feedbacks is what they want to go look at and say what those people they're serving, what are they telling them? How can they learn? Survey for feedbacks so that they
Hmm.
can reach the line. So, Auntie
Yeah.
B, thank you very much again. I'm still here.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank you
I
so
had
much, Bio. It's so nice to hear from you again. I've
yeah,
missed
yeah,
you.
yeah. I had a long
It's
weekend. You
good to
see
be
now, too
back.
many things I cook during the
I see
weekend.
as you just a cook, oh, you dey cook. Well done there. Well done. You are
All
doing
right.
well.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you,
Yeah.
bro. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. All right, Chinyere, you are the first person that requested to come in, but BA came in. BO jumped in before you. Welcome. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me well today, Auntie B? Because
Yes, I'm
sometimes when I
hearing you.
call, you don't hear me well. I
Oh,
have a headset this
really?
time.
Okay. Yeah, you are good now. Your audio is good. Welcome.
Awesome. Okay, so I wasn't actually requesting to come in, but since you invited me to come in, I came in. What I was asking was for it would be great if AGK, my brother, Igbo brother AGK, if he can come to the show and just basically, like talk with, speak with us, share his own experiences, or like things that he is working on himself on. I'm so proud of him. I mean,
Yeah.
it really just gives me hope for our man.
Yeah.
And that, and auntie, like, you have no idea. You and I and a lot of the Obodo fam have no idea, like, how much lives are being impacted. I mean, this, it just made my heart totally, man. I felt so
It's
good.
beautiful.
I
Yeah.
felt
It,
so
it's
good.
a
I
good
mean,
feeling. Yeah.
it really is, and at least that will give you the courage to know that you're not wasting your time. Like, you're
Mm-hmm.
working so hard, sacrificing your personal family time with us, which we appreciate so much. I mean, myself as an individual, I've learned so much, and every time I see that little notification, my heart leaps for joy, and I join immediately. I just click and join. I didn't even know you were gonna have a show this afternoon, but as soon as I saw it, I joined in. So I'm so happy that you found your niche, that because I remember very clearly when you were trying to find your purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and when you were reading the book, I forgot the name of the book.
Purpose driven life.
Right,
Yeah.
and I wanted to join you or
You do
whatever,
listen. You do
but
listen.
because
And you
I reached out
remember.
to you and we're trying to, I didn't
Yes.
follow through to finish the book. I need to follow. I mean, to
Yes.
finish it. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you had a great time in Dubai with your family, and also it will be really good if this man follows through and comes and speak his own. I mean, I was like, wow, are you serious? Like, the
Mm-hmm.
word got to him, whether he saw it himself or somebody reached out to him to tell him, but still, it ended up getting to him. So it'll be great if he takes you up on your offer.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
uh,
absolutely. Yeah. If you're interested in talking, educate, we are right here. Yeah, we are
Please, my
celebrating
brother,
you.
one name, okay, bia guanyoku, come talk to us,
Because
I
people
beg.
like you, coming from a male's perspective, other Mongo parks out there are more, like they will
Coconut
listen.
heads.
They will listen. I always say, when Pastor Shola was here, I said it, the kind of things that he says, I won't have the courage to say them because they'll be like, hey, you're a woman. This is how you people do. But he says them. And even though they do troll him as
They troll
well,
the mug out of him. They
oh,
troll.
yeah, they do.
There's some individuals that always come in there and say the same nonsense. Like, and
Yes,
even when he's saying something that even benefits them, where he's even on
yes,
their own side, they'll
yes.
still drop this stupid comment, say end time message. I'm like,
Yeah,
really?
because they never want change. They want things to remain the way they are.
Even
But
when he's speaking for them too, it's ridiculous.
let me shock you, Chinyere, what my children told me when we went to Dubai. So we had all these deep conversations, and they were talking about how African parents raise their children, how we don't allow children to talk back, and all that. And I said, well, and then we started talking about smacking and the impact it has on children, and they were insisting that it's abuse. And I told them about our own experiences growing up, that we saw it as a way of life. We never thought of it as,
As abuse.
abuse. And they said, oh, mom, I actually feel sorry for you. I said, no, you don't need to feel sorry for me. I saw it as a way of life. And then my son said something that really shocked me. He said that if parenting was working, or the African parents were raising such amazing children, how come Africa is the way it is?
Try.
My dear, I know if you talk again, I come quiet. He said, how come if they were such, that me, I'm saying that, they got it right. How come Nigeria is the way it is? How come the country is the way it is? I know if you talk again. I
I
say,
mean,
okay.
some of our people will come and defend and say, "Oh, well, we have respect." Well, and a lot of times it's fake respect.
No, because what he was trying to tell me is that sometimes we don't listen. Talking back is giving feedback. And that you
Yes.
shouldn't be shutting your children down not to
Down.
talk. Because that is the only way they can give you a feedback about express themselves. But a lot of Africa, not be small talk. Oh,
And also,
I open my
Auntie,
mouth, they look.
what it does is it makes a lot. That's why a lot of us are not critical thinkers, because we're always like shut down. We're not really good at critical thinking, because our parents didn't want to be challenged, or oh, I'm being questioned. You're asking me
Yes,
why? Bloop.
yes. He said, Toby said specifically that is why the leadership in Nigeria is so poor, and I'm always moaning about it. Yet, people in Nigeria can't challenge their leadership because they've been raised not to question their elders. And he was
Yes.
telling me that this respect for elder thing will take it a bit too far. Like if
Yeah.
somebody that is older than you is talking, you just keep quiet, don't say anything. And that is what we take into governance. That's what he was trying to tell me. And he is so
It's
right.
true.
I
It's
couldn't argue
true.
it.
Ah, it's true. Oh my goodness.
I was just looking at him. I couldn't argue it. He said, you can't hold your government accountable because you always believe age should be respected. Yes, but you should also hold people accountable. You should be able to ask them questions. You should be able to give them feedback. But Nigerians don't ask their leaders anything. We just accept anything they give us. I say, "Le baton,
Mm,
Ilu Oyibo, Obodo Pikin can't talk something when me self I dey here quiet. I not fit talk again. I
mm,
shut up."
mm. It's so true. And I'm, to be honest with you, with the things I'm learning in this show, that is why, like, my kids, when they ask me why, I try to explain. Then when I see that they're just saying why out of annoyance, then I'll handle that way. But now when they ask why, I explain. I don't, I try not to see the way we were raised up as, oh, this is you're challenging me, you're challenging my
Yeah,
authority,
yeah,
because at least sometimes it makes me, and like, be able to like think through the process of what I'm doing and be able to explain to them, this is why I'm telling you to do this way, you know so it's all a learning experience. No person sabi everything.
and so thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
Chinyere.
much for
Really
giving me the
appreciate your
opportunity.
conclusion, my darling sis. God
No
bless you.
problem. Thank you. God
Love you
bless you
very
too.
much.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay. I was telling a friend of mine today when I got back, and I was trying to catch up with a few people, and I was telling a friend of mine the conversations that we had with my children abroad, and it was like, "Why did you record it? Why didn't you record it?" It was like, it was impromptu. It's not planned. We were just in the pool, and then the topic came up. We talked about careers. We talked about because whether it's fortunately or unfortunately, sometimes I don't know, they resemble me too much sometimes. They're opinionated. They are so opinionated. I don't know how I feel about it sometimes. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. As a parent, sometimes I like it, but sometimes I don't like it. I'm telling you. And then they started saying these deep things about how, we advise them from a place of fear. We don't allow them to take risk, about how 9 to 5 is slavery, that if you want to become a millionaire in this world, that you cannot do 9 to 5 and you expect to be a millionaire, that African parents needs to remove this thing that we always think about children being doctors. I know I'm changing the subject. Let's get back to the topic. Sorry, guys. But sometimes until you engage your children in conversation, you don't know how deep they think. Mm, yeah, they think very deeply, and they have so much information to give. So me, I'm learning. I do listen, but I'm learning to listen more, because something that Toby said, that how 9 to 5 is like slavery. I'm like, what's he talking about? Isn't that what all of us? He said no, but look at it, that it should be like backup, that we try to make the backup the main thing that the children should do, that our children should be thinking about businesses, being entrepreneurs, and that 9 to 5 should be backup. But we African parents always say you must be a doctor, you must be a lawyer, you must be an engineer, and that should be backup. I say, hey, oh, Barry, welcome, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing well, Auntie. Welcome back from Dubai.
Thank you so much. How are you?
We praise God. We still there afloat. That's
Good, good,
that's
good,
it.
good.
You say I would like to add to what
Go ahead.
your show from the very onset.
Mm,
Even when your show was hacked or something by some people and all that fun stuff.
yeah.
And my approach to when I watch your show is it's like a mirror. A mirror would highlight certain areas that you need to work on. A mirror would highlight certain areas that, okay, these are my strong sides. And I'm thinking that the individual who sent you that email probably didn't like what he saw when.
Are you guys hearing Barry? It's going.
So
It's like you're
I don't
going
know.
off and on. Yeah.
Oh, I think there's something wrong with the signal. Sorry about that. So I'm thinking that the individual who sent you that email
Mm-hmm.
probably didn't like what he saw when he looked at the mirror, and Now, the thing is, when you do see these weaknesses, how do you respond? It is not
Mm-hmm.
this is not how you react, because
Mm-hmm.
he reacted. How did you respond to it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for me, when I am aware of my weakness, I have to acknowledge it first of all, because that is a path to coming out of it. So if he's probably at the stage of you know pointing fingers, like blaming others rather
Mm-hmm.
than looking within to ask himself, what did I do, or
Yeah.
how did I contribute to getting to this point where this marriage is? And that is something that we should always look at. Um, Let me borrow some IT terms. It's like sometimes we receive updates on our phones. Once that software that you're currently using is it's no longer functioning, and the guys at the back would create something new and they update it. You receive that update, and they now, the software, the update is probably now 2.0, 2.1, 2.3. That is another way one could look at it. So this show also helps in reinforcing what you already know. You learn
Mm-hmm.
from other people, because if you're coming with this idea of I know it all, you're definitely going to miss the mark. One
Yeah.
thing that I've known is like marriage relationship is, when you're stepping into it, have this mindset that you are going to be learning each other every day. So
Yeah.
it's not something where you think, okay, there is you go in and you just cover the four corners and you're all set. No, it doesn't work that way. So
Yeah.
I do hope that the individual who sent you that nasty email about you ruining homes and everything would take a step back and ask himself, important questions to move him forward, rather than spend so much time
Mm-hmm.
pointing fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say. Welcome back again.
Thank you so much, Barry, the man. I appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah. So these conversations are very, very important, and we are going to keep having them. We have to. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, Tamara Bello. Yeah. Please continue having such conversation with your children, as they will come to you for answers when looking outside the home, like I did. I feared my parents, which brewed a lot of anger. No, my children and I talk. We talk a lot. They are not afraid of me at all. That's one thing. I mean, parenting is another ball game. Some of the things that some of our parents didn't get right, that we some of us are trying to do it differently. You see how people are trying to do marriage differently in this generation? It's the same thing. We must do parenting differently. All that fear of you being scared of your parents, you can't talk to them, they are coming, you are running away. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́. I already made up my mind a long time ago that I'm not going to be that parent. you know so I'm not going to be that kind of a parent. No way. No. No. I love my mom, I love my dad, but I don't want to be them. It's me. I don't want to have their marriage, and I don't want to be the kind of parent they were. I'm a different person. So let me do things the way. I mean, it's not that you're gonna get it right all the time. You will make mistakes along the way. But it's your mistakes to make. And that's fine. That's fine. But you see, the problem with, Mongo Parks is that they are used to seeing maybe a certain kind of marriage, right? So they see marriage through maybe the eyes that they saw their parents' marriage or the people that they grew up with, and they want exactly the same way. What is marriage? Me, I tell you what it is. You shut up. You don't question me. I don't need your opinion. It's just a one-way street whereby the man alone is the decision maker, and he can go and come what he wants, and whatever he doesn't approve, the woman cannot do. It's like they are not partners. And that kind of marriage cannot work in today's world. It won't. Not even in Nigeria. Not even in the villages. Mm-mm. Because life has changed. So you cannot do marriage the way your grandfather did marriage, whereby, you know, most of the mothers back then were not working. The fathers were all the providers. So if you bring that kind of mentality to come to abroad and say, okay, If I tell you not to work, you must not work, stay at home. And she's the ambitious type who wants to work, then it will be wahala. I like a comment that somebody put earlier on, and the person said that couples should have therapy even before marriage so that they can unveil so many things. Premarital counseling, very, very important. Yeah, it's one-sided because there is, even if at the beginning the woman is desperate to be married, and we know a lot of women who will take anything. I still know a couple today in this country. When I look at them, I'm wondering, this one is not marriage now. I don't understand. Like, she literally need to tiptoe around him. She's tiptoeing around him. She's just tiptoeing around him. I said, are you afraid of him? She said, no, she's not afraid of him. I said, so why you always, everything, why are you tiptoeing around him like this? It's your husband. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether it's level of submission that is like that, Sha. I don't know. Some people can, you know. And so, but I think we should do better. The world is changing. Okay? Sometimes, even if you are an authoritarian, you feel like it's only my way or the highway. Ask the other person, how do you want us to do it? They will feel like they are part of this partnership or relationship or marriage or whatever you call it. So Mongo Parks don't like us. Of course they won't like us. They don't like any platform where marriage as it should be is discussed. Mm-mm, mm-mm. They won't like it. They will never like it. Because to them, you are talking nonsense. But the funny thing is that if they have a daughter and she goes into marriage, they want the man to treat her well. So if you're not treating her well, if you're not treating their mom well, what makes you think that another man or that she's not going to be looking for exactly the kind of man who treats, who will treat her the same way you treated her mother because she grew up in the same home. She's saying the way you treated her mother. She's saying that the mother has no voice. She cannot talk. Once you say something, it's final. If you are not even open to discuss it, you will not believe that some people are like that. I'm not saying that women shouldn't submit. If you're a Christian woman and you believe in submission, yeah, you should. But I don't believe that anybody should be, riding on another person and just telling the person how to live their life, what to do and not to do, whether they should work or not, where they should go and they shouldn't go, who they should talk to, what kind of friends they should have. Some people even cut off the woman from their family. We know that the first rule, the red flag, the number one red flag from Mongo Park is that they isolate you. They will isolate you so that you don't have somebody that is going to school you or tell you, because as women we talk. When we have friendship, we talk to our friends about our relationship. We say, so they don't want that, especially if they don't like that your friend. They say, this your friend, you go open your eye, oh, this one go tear your eye. They say, I don't want to see him in this house anymore. You say, yes sir. See, I don't know. I don't know. Issues there our community. Now God will help us. I'm telling you. Mhm. Pretty nice. How are you? Are you at work?
Hey, yes.
Nice to
Let me
see you.
see. I know. Thank you. I have missed your channel so much.
I've missed you all so much too. But
So much, so much, so
you guys
much.
make it seem as if I was gone for so long. It's only 1 week. Only 1 week.
No, I used to join your live show,
Yeah.
but I got busy, busy, busy. I could not.
Mm-hmm.
And they hacked my channel and all of that. But
Yes,
I
I
have missed
know.
it so much, yes. So
Aww.
I just saw you on Instagram, you were on Dubai. I said, oh my good God. Oh my good God. So you were saying
Mm.
something about not doing this and not doing that. I said, let me call and remind you that people like us that have voice like you are one reason why I keep going with parenting. As a single parent,
Yeah.
it is not easy. I have
Mm.
three boys.
You have
So
two
my
boys.
oldest one, no, three boys, three boys.
Okay, okay.
So my oldest one just turned to teen. And sometimes I get stressed. Sometimes I feel like crying. Sometimes I get it up here.
Yeah,
So I go to your channel and I listen, and it's like a therapy for me. I don't know for another person, but
yeah.
that's how I feel like it. So I saw it and I said, let me say something. Please don't stop. You might not understand it, but you are literally saving souls and saving lives.
Oh,
You
thank
know, you
you.
are literally doing that. And I am saying it from my heart that God will keep you for me. You know, there are things I
Amen.
told you I'm still gonna
Amen.
come out to say. I have not I have not arrived yet. So when
Oh,
I arrive here, when I arrive to say it, I will come and say it.
I understand.
People
I
don't
do understand.
understand how it
Mm.
works when you are not there. And your parenting, like you said, like the things you brought out, is not just you saying, it's the reality. You know, like an African parent, there are things that you know, and you're trying to teach the kids, but it does not work. That's not the way it is.
Yeah,
There was
see,
a
pretty.
question.
Sorry,
Yeah,
love. Let me just cut in a bit. Somebody is saying something in the comment section. Bishop, sorry, my love. Bishop Desmond, I'm seeing your comment. Please, can you come and talk to us about these figures that you are quoting? I don't think I've seen you before. Uh, you say Bishop Desmond Osazuwa. Look, my link is in the comment section. So can you come in and speak on these divorces? You're saying that diaspora marriages is caused they are breaking up, divorces everywhere. Women is the fault, is the reason why these marriages are ending. So if you can come in, we'll appreciate that. Give us your opinion. Don't worry, we'll listen. We are here to learn, okay? So please come. The link is in the comment section. Just look for where Obodo Farm, please show him how to, or I don't know how to say it, but if you see where Obodo Yibo TV is, there's a link there. If you just click on it, it will bring you to the studio. All right. Thank you, my love. Pretty nice. Go ahead. Three
yeah.
boys.
So
You're a solid woman. It's not easy to raise boys.
yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
So it's a been a roller coaster, but
Yeah.
I really want to focus on. I don't think people have actually know what your channel is all about.
Hmm.
You being a social worker makes you see life different from a different perception. It's
Mm-hmm.
not how a regular person that doesn't understand it knows. You have done so much program. So when I go through it, I just scale and take the one that this is talking to me. You know what I mean? So when
Yeah.
you listen, you hear other people, you hear other stories, and you use it to solve your need. You don't even need to start looking for someone calling for it. No,
Mm-hmm.
you have dealt with
Mm-hmm.
a lot of issues, and it is very, very helpful. I have sent your link to so many people, because I feel I mean, it's the best channel. That's all I can say. That's
Is
all
their
I can
dad
say.
involved in their life, your boys?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
They spend
Oh
time with
yes.
him.
Yes.
I think the most, I mean, I had this conversation with my friend while we're in Dubai. The most important thing with parenting, for especially if you're a single parent, is that no matter what happened in the relationship, no matter,
Mm-hmm.
the water that passed under the bridge, because
Right.
of your children, you
Oh
always have to
yes.
try your best to have a cordial relationship with your children's father.
Exactly.
If it's willing,
Exactly.
because it's not all that willing, but if it's willing, because I know some
Mm-hmm.
fathers that even though the marriage has ended, they are still very involved in those children's life.
Yes.
And we say it
It
all the time
takes
here that it's not because somebody didn't make a good husband doesn't mean that they're not going to be a good father. It follows. So that window of communication, are you going to be in trouble?
I'm listening, yes.
Are you okay to talk? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
That window of conversation, of communication needs to be open with respect, mutual respect, because of the children. Think about the well-being of the children. What is good for the children? And then put your anger. I know a lot of women is the anger and
That makes
unforgiveness.
sense.
that makes them
Mm-hmm.
to do whatever they do when it
Uh-huh.
comes to
Yes,
co-parenting.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's not easy. I can't speak for others. I can speak for myself. It's not easy, meaning that your kids are your life. I mean, what else do you have in life if not your kid? These are like you growing another human being that you want to be better off than you.
Yes.
So it's not easy to remove every distraction, every pain, every sadness to
Yeah.
look for the better part of it. I mean, I will be honest to you, it's a roller coaster. But when you see that, like my first son was going through a lot, so much,
In school.
and I sit down and cry, and I say, no, I have to make something else different. So I see the change. But then when myself change, the change reflects on my kids.
Hmm.
Because now I open the doors of a better communication, a
Mm-hmm.
better conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a better listener. They show me how to listen.
Yes. Yes. Oh.
Not how do I say? It's not about the problems that happen. It's not about what we are being through, but it's
Yeah.
about them. So I open the doors of communication, and then I ask them, what do you want? Tell
Mm-hmm.
me what you think you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about me raising them an African mom. Oh, you don't have to do this. You don't have to say this. Oh, your daddy has do this. Hell no. Never for one day talk about their father. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't matter what you say.
Mm-hmm.
You can only have one father in this world,
Oh
and you
yes.
can only have one mother in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Other person can co-parent,
Mm-hmm.
but when we talk of biological, it doesn't, it's not two, it's one person. You can have stepmom,
Absolutely.
stepfather,
Absolutely.
but that. So it takes a different level of knowledge to be in that space that no matter what your friends tell you, you
Mm-hmm.
have a conscience and you know what is best for these children. It's
Mm-hmm.
not about me. It's not about their father, but it's for them.
Yeah.
And then there are video that you made. There, I don't remember the name, but it's about the psychological effect of the kids.
Yeah.
When you understand how useless that can make these kids to be in years to come,
Mm-hmm.
it does not matter what happened.
Yeah.
You just have to come from the place of peace,
Amen.
just to make sure that your kids are okay.
Absolutely.
So it has been very, very, the parenting has been amazing. They can open and say anything. I say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made it in such a way that they can confide in you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're the first person they see every day when they wake up. You're the
Yeah.
last person they're gonna see. So it's very hard for us that came from home.
Mm-hmm.
We always have this, you have to be this way or no way else. No,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
kids are human beings, they can still make their choices.
Absolutely.
They
Mm-hmm.
can still make their choices. So I just want to, I won't end my whole thing in this video. I want to say
Yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for this channel.
Thank you, my darling. It's always lovely to talk to you. And you know what? Before I let you go, I'm just going to advise you pray, okay? Commit it all to God. There is nothing God cannot do. If you are a believer and you trust God, sometimes these children will stress you. You'll be wondering, babe, what have I done to deserve it? But
Exactly.
sometimes
Exactly.
all you can do is just ask God, please intercede.
Hmm.
Holy Spirit,
Yeah.
help me. I can't do it by myself. Okay? And
Exactly.
always be
Exactly.
aware that the way they are socialized is different from us. They're
Exactly.
not used to this cultural, religious upbringing that we
Mm-hmm.
had. They are growing up
Mm-hmm.
in a different environment. The problem always comes
Mm-hmm.
when we want to raise them the way we were raised, then they will fight back.
Mm-hmm.
They will get to an
Mm-hmm.
age where they will fight back. But
Exactly.
having conversation, those conversations, they listen. Even when you argue, you now call them later. When you talk to them,
Mm-hmm.
you see them, they will be, oh, I'm sorry. They will listen. But it is well. God
That's
will
true.
help you.
That's
Thank you
true.
so
That's
much.
true. Thank
Thank
you.
you. All right. Thanks, my
Bye.
sweetie. Take
Thank
care.
you. Sure,
Bye.
sure, sure. Bye.
Okay, that's C baby talking about parenting as a single parent in the diaspora. She's in America and she's been here a couple of times before. Okay. Ruth said, I wanted to read this out and welcome Bishop Desmond. I see you. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. I'm going to speak to you in a minute. Let me just read this out. Ruth said, I'm a single mom of two boys, Auntie B. What if the dad is not willing to have mutual respect and be cordial despite every effort to relate peacefully? Maybe you can address that first, sir. Bishop Desmond.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching from around the world. I just wanted to make sure your weather is being recognized. He said, I'm a single mom of two boys. And TB, what if the dad is not willing to have mutual respect and be cordial despite every effort to relate peacefully? On that note, you're the single mom and the dad is not willing to relate peacefully. You've tried all your best, you've done all you can. You have reached out maybe to people, to family members, to friends, and is not willing to respond. I have cancer people who called me from the US like that, who said they have three children with them and the dad is not willing. He has moved on, even gone on with another woman. What you do is that you just do your best to take care of those children as God helps you. Now, sit your children down around the table. I believe in family talk. No matter how young they may be, you need to start telling them, although certain age might be too young to hear that. But if they're already at the age of 14, if they are from 8 years up, you can't keep lying to them and say, well, your dad will come tomorrow, he's busy, he's at work. No, that's the wrong foundation to start. You have to spill the beans on the table. Daddy has gone on, he has moved on. Yes, we all miss him. I miss him. I cry sometimes because sometimes these children, they see you cry and they are
Yeah.
wondering, why is mommy crying? Why is daddy not there to hug her like they used to see? And sometimes you have to sit them around the table. The Bible talks about your children surround your table. You have to sit them around the table and then explain some truth to them. Daddy is gone, he's not dead, but he has moved on. We had some misunderstanding. He said he can't be with us for the now. Maybe we'll come back. I don't know. We are going through a separation. We are going through a divorce. Whatever the case may be, the earlier you tell your children, the better they will support you, the more strength you will have, the more peace you will have, the more tranquility you will have. There are little things you'll be shocked that your children would have want you to do, and they will leave it for you because they want you to bring their dad into it, and their dad is no more. They will do it by themselves. And they will
Thank you.
bear the grudges with you. In as much, if, as small as they are, if they understand your situation, you will win better. So it's coming out to say the truth. Like going to meet, what do you call, social assistants, going to meet those people, asking them for help doesn't really work that way. You are dragging your children to various governmental offices every day and they are seeing you writing papers and they are seeing you making all kinds of calls. Just tell them the truth. Daddy went away. He said he's not staying no more in the marriage. We are going through a certain challenges now. Please, I need you people to bear with me. I need your strength. I need you to buckle. I will do my best, take you to
So,
school, bring you back, but
so something.
understand that it's just mommy. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. Let me just start by asking, because we haven't seen you on this platform before. Where are you joining us from, sir?
I'm joining you from Italy,
Oh, okay, you're very
from
welcome.
Europe. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
welcome. So, about what you said about going to meet government, I have a point to
Mhm,
add about that because I work for
mhm.
the government, and that
Okay.
is not always a bad thing. Okay, our people have conspiracy theories against governments and social services and things
Mhm,
like that. It's not always
mhm.
negative. Sometimes they have
Yeah,
therapeutic services that help
that's right.
children. For
That's
instance,
right.
if a child has behavior issues, okay, and that's one thing that I feel like we are talking about relationship and parenting, but it's fine. I mean,
Mm,
people will get the message. Sometimes children have behavior issues. Some children have
mhm.
mental health issues. Some
That's
children
right.
are born with disability of the
Mhm.
brain or the mind. You can't just try to cope by yourself. Those services are there to help you. Okay,
Yeah,
we might not have them where we come from, but in this part of the world, the
yeah,
government
yeah,
have given them resources to help
yeah.
parents. Okay,
That's right.
so that they can parent the children better. So it's not always
Mm,
bad for you to go to government for assistance or to ask for help. If you are,
It's good.
if you are,
It's good,
if
but
you are
tell your children why
sinking,
you are going there. Yeah,
yeah, that's if they have the ability to understand. If
to
you are
understand.
sinking and you say, "Oh, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong," you will drown. But when you
Yeah,
are sinking and there is help, somebody is reaching out to you to save you, you need to grab that hand and hold it up.
that's true.
So
It's
I
true.
just wanted to say that. So thank you very much, sir. And you
Thank-
were saying in the comment section that
Yeah,
so many marriages are ending, and women are responsible for why
yeah.
diaspora marriages, especially the ones they are going to marry in Nigeria, are ending. Do you care to explain a bit further what you meant?
Yes, if you personally, it's just my opinion. Please, nobody should take it personal, and nobody should even dwell on this if you don't agree with it. But my opinion, just I want to hear. If you come to me right now and say
Mm,
you want to go to Nigeria and marry,
yeah.
I will tell you. Listen, I won't even pray. I won't even fast. I'm just honest. I'll tell you no. I'll tell you no, and I'll give you my reasons. We've guided people to Nigeria to go and get married. They love somebody. People have gone to Nigeria to go wedded. They love this person. They love that man. They love that woman. It's both
Mm,
sex, all of them.
yeah.
And by the time they get there,
Yeah.
you hear stories of demands from in-laws. Not just you can't tell them no. They want this from this person. They want this from that person. You see, if the man is in abroad, he's a victim. If the
So
woman is in abroad, is a victim. And 80% of the people who go home to get married, they are the men.
yeah.
Because maybe they've left the women in Europe. They can't, they don't want, okay, fine. Whatever your reasons are. And then they go home to get married. By the time they get there, it's not what they are thinking. It's
Why do,
explosive.
let me ask you
Is
this, sir. Why do you think they don't, that our brothers who live in the diaspora choose to go to Nigeria or Africa to marry when there are women here?
Yes, because it is wrong. It's something we are all trying to correct now. It's because they think the one whom are more naive or they are more innocent. It's not true. Even if they are
Okay.
innocent, not on the financial part. And it is that financial part they are trying to avoid. You are trying to
Okay.
avoid finances. You are trying to avoid not spending too much. And you go there, you go and spend so much. You
Okay.
enter
So
into a lot of expenses. Yeah, go ahead.
So you were saying
Exploitation.
that it is okay, it's going to, because we call it imported wife here. That's what we call it on this
Yeah,
platform. So you are
yeah.
saying that brothers going to marry is where the problem is, that the women they bring here, that they are very expensive, they have a lot of requests, and most times, like you said, 90% of the marriages don't work when they bring them here.
They don't work. That's number one. Then number two, if you go there, God forbid, you come back and you are trying to bring your wife. Let's say you are processing the documents. Oh, you go through hell. They will exploit you. They will exploit you until your wife joins you. That means you'll be paying for two things. You'll be processing papers, spending money, running up and down, and then you'll be taking care of an entire. In fact, you'll be taking care of people you don't know. Sorry to say, you might even be taking care of an ex-boyfriend. I just want to hit the nail on the head. So basically, these are the things. There is no honesty anymore. There are so many churches in Nigeria. There are so many, just in fact, you can name it, millions of churches. The people don't live by the examples of the churches. There is no honesty anymore. As far as when it comes to Nigeria, morality is not there. Like you're talking about your daughter, your children talking with you. These girls, they don't, if they talk to their parents, I don't know, but the exploitation is more. I don't think their parent advised them, I married your dad. I was not the only woman, yet I stayed with him. Forget about the shortcomings of your husband. They don't do that. What they get is continuous bombarding, continuous exploiting, continuous harassment until they come. Is as if they went to hell just to get married. My dear sister, Auntie B, some of these men are your brothers. And if you really want to investigate, you will find out that there are men who are screaming in their room now for this truth I
Actually,
am saying.
you know,
Like,
Sir, Bishop, well, thank you very much, sir. I just want to interject so that we can have a conversation. I do agree with some of what you said. In fact, I agree with a lot of what you said. Number one, I agree because anybody that, I don't know how long you've been watching us, I also discourage people from going back home to marry because in all most times it doesn't work. So I agree
Yeah.
with that. But you
If
see
you are
that
a
one?
female,
Yes.
if you are a female, please, and you are dating one, I don't know, maybe I came here to help somebody. I don't know. We didn't plan this, but it just happened. Maybe it's God that is allowing it. If you are a female and you are dating one guy in Nigeria and he's promising you heaven, my dear, please, that boy here in Europe that is talking to you, consider him. I'm just telling you for free. You
So
don't
you
need a
are just
prophet.
against, you are against going
No,
to
please
marry from
don't do
Nigeria.
it. Don't do it. Not even in this Buhari government. Maybe I'm the first person coming out to speak because a lot of men are ashamed to tell their experience of what they, especially in this Buhari government. Please, if there's one boy, one girl that you say, hey, I'm going to get, maybe sorry, maybe you have printed your wedding card. I'm sorry. You go through a lot. You go to, please consider the guy in Europe that is talking to you. Consider that girl that you wanted to marry in Europe that you are overlooking. Maybe you are calling all kinds of names. Drop those names. That girl will be a better wife. That boy or that man will be a better husband for you. I'm just telling you. If you want to do, I'm going back home. There is no morality anymore. Forget they are going to church. It's even in the messages in church that even spoil them more. The quick syndrome, get rich quick syndrome, the make it immediately syndrome, the do everything to get it kind of message. That is, they will not see you as the bank and you work your life out just trying to take care of one person. Your own family is not there yet. Maybe probably this person have not given birth to children. It's a lot. You see, I want to hail everyone in diaspora. Please, if you're in the diaspora, I just want to come here to salute you. You are in the diaspora and you have been doing so much for those at home, and nobody has recognized you. You know you are bossing yourself out. Please, God will bless you. God will honor you.
Amen.
Diasporans are the one that are carrying the entire Nigeria going now. I'm giving you this information for free. Those of us in diaspora, you are the one that is carrying your entire family. Forget your brother is a PhD holder is in Nigeria. You are the one taking care of all of them. There's no job in Nigeria. Forget whether you have professors. You are the one doing everything. Whether your sister is a doctorate, it doesn't matter. As far as they're in Nigeria, everybody looks up to you. And I want to salute you. And if at all you are married and you have children there, man, it's a lot for you. I want to say, God bless you all for real. Yeah.
Amen.
If you have
Amen.
other
Thank you very
questions,
much.
I will take.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have another question, sir.
Yeah.
You said something which is like an elephant in the room now about this conversation we're having. So, our brothers, a lot of them are going back home to marry this. I want to think that a lot of the girls that they are going to marry, thinking that they are innocent, they are naive,
Angels. Yeah.
they are
Mm,
angels, they never tear eye. But
mm.
when the women come here is another thing they see. What do you think
It's
is responsible for why the marriages are ending after they've arrived here?
pressure, family pressure. They promise their mom everything because they believe that Europe, America, Western world, in fact, diaspora is a bed of roses where you just go to one tree, you pluck money. No matter the explanation you explain to a Nigerian, no matter the explanation you explain to a Nigerian, he does not know what is winter. Like he's still imagining you just stay inside a weather and it's cold. He doesn't understand it. You are explaining on phone. He does not understand. He sees you stands on one white whatever. You snap a picture on winter and then you send. He still does not
It looks
understand
pretty.
it.
It even
You
looks
are.
fine.
Yeah, it looks fine. The atmosphere is not dirty. Okay, you are explaining it to your dad, your mom. I'm inside the code. They don't understand it. All they understand is the money. So there is so much pressure on them when they come. They promise their family heaven and earth. They believe that, oh, my daughter is going abroad. Wow, is going to meet the husband. They are not telling her, give birth on time. Oh, please take care of your husband. Oh, please make sure you are a good wife. Oh, please just make sure that you don't divorce. Make sure your home is working. We want to hear that you have children. We want to hear you are working. Build your home. You and your husband should come and visit us. Yeah, after many years, we are okay. Just make sure you take care of us as you can. They won't tell them that they are reminding her of their junior brother. They are reminding her of her elder brother. They are reminding her of her sisters. They are reminding her of family problems. They are like in the whole Nigeria, there is no job. Let's call a spade a spade.
So,
There is no
okay.
job. There is
So
no
is
job
it
in
final?
Nigeria.
Yeah, no, yeah, people are working in Nigeria. That's
It's like
that's not
10%.
completely.
It's
No,
like 10% out of 100. The jobs are not much.
are you
The
talking
jobs
about
are not.
those states, or you're talking
No, I'm
of the whole
talking of in
Nigeria?
general. In general, the jobs are not much
No, people
compared to
are
the
working in Nigeria.
population. 200
Yes.
million population, maybe 20 million is
No.
working.
Yeah, no, people are
That's not.
working in Nigeria. People have businesses in Nigeria. Okay. A
That's
lot of
not.
people don't have jobs, but it doesn't mean that people don't have jobs. Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
money. I agree.
but
The economy is very tight. I agree with you. But what
yeah.
I wanted to ask, yeah, because I want to take it one step at a time to have this conversation. I agree with, the pressure that you talked about. There's a lot of responsibility that is being placed on young ladies these days to bring money home to their families. So when they come here, is it that the pressure to go and make money, or how they share their money, is that what is causing the problem, or is it the way that some of the men who marry them? I want to talk specifically because we've seen a lot of women in Europe who've come here to share their experience. I've been to Germany. We have some from
Mhm,
Italy, some they've spoken to us, some have been on this channel, and they tell us about how they are in very abusive relationship with men
mhm,
who've gone to marry them. But
mhm,
the way you spoke about it, you made it sound as if these men, they are doing the right thing completely, but the women were not properly prepared for the marriage. Is it something that is purely the woman's fault and the pressure of the family to bring money? Or is it that the expectation of our brothers who go to marry about how this woman is going to be in a certain way, that she's going to be submissive, she's going to listen to me because she never tear eye like the ones when they're abroad? Is it that expectation is not being met? Can that be one of the reasons?
Auntie B, both. I must be honest with you, both. I just want to be as honest as we can. The fact that most of our brothers, they think, oh, those at home are so good, they are so fine. Some we even train them in school. And how do you train a girl in school? She has a boyfriend. I'm not, if you like, say you call her on FaceTime her 12 years in school. She still has a boyfriend. I'm just telling you. Somebody's heart might be breaking right now. She still have a school boyfriend that they are doing something together in the university. But that aside, the truth about it is that most of our men put so much holy and thou expectation on these girls in Nigeria. Why those girls put the pressure of I'm going to make money,
Mhm.
because they will announce it to their friends. You, the man, you are announcing it to all your friends. I'm going to bring my wife. Man, you've
Yeah.
left this girl that they knew you with in Europe here. You've left. Please, I want to salute all the women in diaspora. May God bless you. Those of you who men have left to go and marry in Africa, I want to apologize on their behalf. You guys,
You're
yes, you guys,
apologizing. How can you be
yes.
apologizing? It's not your
No,
fault.
no,
You know,
no,
you,
no, no,
you
no,
know
because
when
they
they
were
chop
actually.
breakfast, Bishop,
I'm
when they
coming.
chop breakfast, those women would say it is karma that is dealing with them.
No, because I'm actually, to be honest with you, we're actually some good women here.
Oh
Some
my
men didn't even
God.
have to leave to go to Nigeria. The money they
Mhm.
spend on the women in Nigeria, they didn't even spend half of it on these women. They did
Yes.
not spend one quarter of it on their wife, on these their girls in Europe. They will leave them and go to Nigeria. To buying tickets alone, you've already spent 700, 600. You won't give that to your woman here in Europe. And just for you to go, and you will do that trip maybe 7 to 8, 9, 10 times
And
before the
guess
marriage.
what? And guess
Yes.
what? While he's here, somebody is
Mm.
busy enjoying. You think she's not dating someone, she's not sleeping with someone. I'm not saying all of them, but most of them.
Yeah.
In fact, I saw a video today on Instagram where someone say some of them are there for abroad. Get wife
Yeah.
for Nigeria, live and there 2 3 years. They knock other people for there. Somebody they knock
It's,
on a wife for there.
it's true. It's true.
Gaga.
And all of that is true. It's both sides. The girl's family, they are expecting things to happen, and they want it to happen in no time. The man is saying, I'm going to bring a cent. She's not a cent. So when
So
she
then they
comes,
scam each other now. They are scamming each other. They are
yes,
both scamming each
yeah,
other. Nobody's
that's why
honest.
people work.
The intentions
Yes,
of both people is not honest, my brother. Let's be
yes.
honest. Bio, why you
So,
they laugh now? Unmute yourself. Their
yeah, because
intention,
Bishop
because
is saying some truth.
no, no, no,
That's
no,
why
no,
it's
no.
laughing.
The person when wants scam person, when you want to scam somebody and you get scammed, you go come they pay you, but you are the one
Yeah,
that initiated the scam. This is exactly what is
yes.
happening in those relationship. Bio, I
So,
beg.
okay. So after some years, And then the girl has not built the flat. Maybe she's not pregnant. She hasn't built the 4 flat. She has not built this one. Maybe she's not pregnant. She's giving birth to children. You see the family begin to harass her. Your brothers have not finished school. This one, you went to abroad. I have seen, I conducted a wedding. I conducted a wedding. I've done several weddings, dedicated people. Most of those around the world are even hearing me. I'm conducted a wedding whereby the girl, after 3 children, still left the man because the mother was putting pressure on her that she has not finished the house she's been building for 10 years.
So if she leaves the man, she wants to go and prostitute herself to get money. Is that the plan?
Yeah, so that she can finish that house.
I see.
And thanks to Germany, Germany is packing our ladies in. So when you go to Germany as what is it called? As a married couple. Parents. No, a married couple, get ready to leave your wife. Get ready for your wife to divorce because the government of Germany will not help your wife as a couple. So as a single parent, they will help her. So as far as she has children with you, and that 300 euros, 350 per child, she must get it, including her own. Everything is going to 1,000 something. She must get it every month. She has to finish the house in Africa. She will not stay in marriage. So pressure.
In addition to that, I even hear that some men in the France and Italy were actually sending their wives. You see the scamming I'm talking about? They will send their wife to Germany because of that same money, so that they will go and pretend. Oh yeah, Ola, you're looking at me. Yeah, it's happened many times. We've heard the stories.
I know.
They'll be a couple. They will send their partner, the wives, to Germany with the children, so they'll go and claim that money. This is how bad it's become. So who is scamming who? Who is to be blamed? Really? It seems like
that's a good question. Who is scamming who?
Who is scamming? Who is to be blamed? Everything you said, Bishop, it seems like even the women, they are victims. That's the way I see it.
Yes, who's to be blamed? Let's put it as it is. Please marry where you are. Don't tell me there is no woman where you are, there is no man where you are. You choose not to pick them. Please marry where you are. I know what I'm saying. That girl, that is where you are. That's your London, that's your America, that's your Italy, that's your France, that's your Germany, that's your Spain. That girl that is there with you that you say is not good is a lie. She's good. In fact, the devil I'm now reenacting that statement. It's better that the angel you don't. That girl is the best.
Okay.
I'm an advocate of that. Begin to put it in church. Marry where you are. Marry that man. That man.
I've been preaching this since I started this channel.
That man that you said is not good. That man that is with you in UK, that is with you in US, that is with you in Italy, that is with you in the diaspora, whatever your country is, that you say is not good. Please, that man is the best for you. If you don't want to go and be buying tickets, to run him up and down, anytime you are coming, they will arrange themselves. They will tell their boyfriend to go and hide, or their boyfriend to go and hide. And then after you come, after you are gone, they start film. When you are coming, they will dress dirty. Their clothes are unkept. Everything, they are unkept so that you will spend money. You keep pumping. By the time you go through airport stress and all of that, just because of a girl or a man, why not marry where you are and have peace? This life is small.
I agree with you.
This life is small. In Solomon, where he was, he married many women. So if you want to enjoy, marry where you are.
All right.
MOG, thank you so much for coming on this platform. I appreciate all your input, right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
I appreciate your input. You do have some point, okay? But I'm hearing a lot of generalization. And this platform, for what I've seen about this platform, correct me if I'm wrong, Auntie Bridget, right? It's not just about the clouds or the noise or we get more popular. People can actually take one or two things. Like you said earlier, maybe there's one person that needs to hear you because of their experience right now, right? Maybe there's that person that needs to hear you because they can relate, but that's one person. But we have over 500 people listening to us.
755 now.
Yes, and they don't have this specific issue, but they're going to go back and project it on their situation. We're human beings. We have unique experiences. We can look at data and look at and see that there's some issues, loto, right? But we have to be careful because every human experience is unique.
Yeah.
And I have way too many examples of people who happen to have found their wife or their husband in Nigeria, even though they live in the United States, and they're happy. But I also have a lot of examples that connect with what you said. My point is that we can't afford to generalize. We have to be careful when a ton of people are listening.
Right.
Instead, I want to hear the specific story of what happened to a story that you know, because the lesson is inside of that story, not the generalization. You see what I'm saying? Me too, I can turn around and say, like when you say something like, if you have a girlfriend in Nigeria, she has a boyfriend in Nigeria. That's not necessarily true. It's true for someone, but it's not necessarily true. The way the human mind works.
Some things can be generalized. Let me explain.
Let me say this one last thing.
That can be generalized here, for instance, just to...
No, hold on. Let me say, Rabio, let me say this one last thing, right?
All right, go ahead.
Let me say this one last thing. The way the human mind works, if I didn't have that problem, the problem now exists. That's all I'm saying. Because now, if I have a girlfriend in Nigeria, I have a boyfriend in Nigeria, my mind just goes wild. I am creating 200,000 Nollywood movie in my head on how somebody is banging them out right now on the bed.
Yes, it's true.
That's the way the human mind works. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
I totally agree with you, Ola. You said it.
That it's better to take individual stories. Like but then we share it. Okay, this is what happened to Lagbaja.
Yes.
Learning. This is what happened.
Yes, here. But Auntie B, here is the thing from a lesson too as well. Ola is 100% in point. Bishop, yes. But here's the thing. It's not generalizing, but one thing that is certain from what Bishop says, find love where you are first. It should be your number one priority.
I agree with that.
So that, for instance, that statement is not really, for instance, I'm just saying, if I tell somebody, or my own personal opinion is that wherever you are, let it be your first option.
I agree with that.
So now, where people have the option to find love where they are, but they don't want to even utilize that one. That is what Bishop is trying to talk about.
Exactly.
So, in this case, for instance, you know that you are in Italy, or you are in Spain, or you are wherever, and you know there are a lot of single women available around you that you can actually look into. But all you are thinking of, your objective is not to even look around you. You want to go get something from Nigeria.
You think it's better. You think it's better. They are more submissive.
So that's what, so right. In this case, so absolutely, I have a lot of friends who went to Nigeria not only because they were looking for based on their situation here. Things can happen. Even me talking on this platform here right now, nobody knows tomorrow. You might still end up say, okay, the person you really finally found is not even where you are located, but my priority is here first. I
agree.
Don't look back. And all Bishop have said concerning the Nigeria situation, because people in Nigeria, they watch this show and see somebody that will look at people from Nigeria. I'm looking at your eye now, you in Nigeria. Especially people that used to carry Nigeria for head. And they look on her eye now, I'm gonna listen to me because now go throw this at me. You see, some of you act like you like Nigeria more than us. See, whether you like it or not, Nigeria suffer day. Forget that thing. It's not about sitting for bar, drink beer, me say they enjoy life. There is suffer. See, I know people in Nigeria, daughter couple, daughter wife, daughter husband, they are still struggling. It's a small guy here that is supporting them financially with normal job money from here. So what Bishop was trying to elaborate in that angle is the truth. The true situation in Nigeria is that everybody needs help. Yeah, even people in Nigeria, parents that are even trying, they need help. So when you now go and lift a girl from that country here, regardless of the home she comes from, trust me,
10 people
I bet you.
10.
So Bio, You didn't say, Bio, you didn't say anything that I disagree with, because if you remember the past few weeks here, I'm the one that pushed against a bunch of men who want to suddenly travel to Nigeria to go and find a submissive wife, and I tell them they're full of
I know,
shit. Sorry, right?
Yeah,
so
we are totally together.
So, but
totally together.
Yeah,
totally.
I may seem like I'm on the fence a little bit here. What I'm saying is that I'm going to take this a little extra. What you said, the solution is inside of you. The solution is closer to you than you think. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or I can give you individual stories that I know.
We have so many.
I want to come here if I know. We've done research on it. If you go to the Nigeria customary court where they do weddings, they will tell you these are 50 weddings that happened this year in this country. 30 is just do a research of your own state or local government. They will tell you what I'm saying now. 30 was from diaspora, and out of that 30, 25 is divorce.
Let me ask you this, sir. Bishop, do you know a single one or a few ones who marry from the abroad, from Nigeria, and they are still together and is successful?
Well, those who are together, they were not together because at the beginning they wanted. Is 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. They were not together because they wanted. It is because they cried out. We intervened. We pleaded. See, I have traveled to Germany to go and beg a lady not to leave her husband after 4 children, and she confided in me that, sir, my parents are on my neck. The house I'm building, I've not finished it.
Can she not work? This is married.
That's that specific story.
Yeah, that's a country specific something.
That is that specific story, sir.
Listen, the women will say they have 4 children in the hand. How would they work? It's this money that they used to, and the family is saying, send me money, send me money, send me money, send me money. Your brother, your
choose
son.
to break their marriage to please their extended family to build house.
So she wants to leave. So she wants to leave her husband so that she can go and get money where to build house.
I think we need to understand Bishop. See, I understand Bishop is dealing with some certain kind of people around their environment. So certain environment.
Yes.
You know, everything depends on.
And he's a bishop. It's understandable.
Yes,
you know when you're a bishop and you're a leader.
It depends on the environment and where you're talking from and the kind of people you relate with. The reason I'm saying this is, Bishop, I want you to realize on this platform we have people that have diverse experience, that have lived everywhere or most places. You know, for instance, I lived in Dublin, Ireland for years. My experience of Nigerian marriage within that country and the Nigerian marriage in America is totally different. Okay? And the kind of, sorry to say, no stereotyping, we are all one people, one Nigeria, but the higher rate of the kind of set of people that are found there with the mentality is different from that of the US. Do you understand? So what I'm saying this is why people are commenting, why people are listening, just as Ola have indicated, which I totally agree. Some of these cases are more specific to region, types, and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So
because
nothing is
also over here in the UK that I know of, no woman is going to quit her job because she wants to wait. In fact, that money cannot build. He cannot even build fence.
No black Americans do it. No normal persons who has a healthy mental state is doing that. That's all I'm saying. There's certain Bishop, I understand. When you are counseling a lot of people, there tends to be certain level of types of people that comes into your hobby. Same thing with
environment. What Bill said is
okay. Auntie B, let me carry. Let me just tell you where.
Let me tell you that environment because.
Let me tell you where.
No, here too. We have the benefit welfare issue here too. With a lot of black Americans complain about this.
Auntie B, let me tell you where we base it on. We carried out an investigation in Nigeria. I sent people home. I was like, why is it that Nigerian marriage, when they come here, it doesn't work? If you even marry and you leave your wife there or your husband there, it does not work. What is going on? We just saw a story online. I'm not basing it on that, but let me just remind you of a popular story online recently of a man who went home. By the time he got home, the wife had sold his house for 10 million naira. He
I
said
saw
the land.
it. I saw
Okay,
it.
the land alone was 9.5. That's to tell you a marriage that is not working. Diaspora and Nigeria. Okay, we carried that investigation. I'd sent people home, 22 of them, to go through various, just go ask questions. They acted like, I spent a lot. They acted like an individual. You could see their skin is fresh, fine. They came from abroad. They were youths, just doing research. They went to various universities. They went to people on the street. They were just asking, questions. Young girls, fine girls, they are dream. And they asked them, if you get a guy now from the abroad, sometimes we ask the girls to go ask them because we miss them up. If you get a guy now from abroad, from diaspora, and just come, we say talk to them in Nigerian language, and he wants to marry you, what's your plan? Like how you go, I go loot time. Now boy, I dey look for, I don't get boy before. Leave that thing. Not be that one. I go loot time, I go pretend love for this Nigeria where we did, for this Buhari government. Now some of them are in church. They go to church.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
I know what I'm saying. I'm not coming here to blab. We carried out research, even university. One fine everything. Took one of the boys and said, come and see my boyfriend. And he pointed at the boy. He said, you see that boy sitting on fence? Is my boyfriend. He said, but if I see any man now from diaspora that say wants to marry me, I will marry. Why? Because my parents are on my neck. And I know this boy cannot do anything. We will just be there for a while. And it will be knocking story. But I understand that if another man comes and marry me, he won't share a day. I will still be remitting something to. Can you imagine? I said the mentality is.
No, Bishop. Sorry, excuse me. What you just said now, you see, even before I came abroad, the first thing that I always, in fact, the major thing that I personally denoted as the reason why marrying from diaspora doesn't work is majorly because people don't even marry what they deserve. What do I mean?
There are deeper reasons.
See, do you know that any woman that you cannot win if you're on the same platform in Nigeria, and because you are abroad, you now want to bring her?
That's the problem.
Woman.
That's the actual problem.
A man of 50 years, you are paying a university student school fees. A girl you know that if you are in Nigeria with her,
will not look at you.
Normally.
Thank you.
So now that girl is not coming to profess love conditionally. You understand? So that is the point. Because what I'm saying this is, when I said I have friends that have worked, I will tell you, I know nothing is absolute. But listen to this. A friend, for instance, of mine, he's I don't like to even use doctor, I mean, look like I'm professor. He's a doctor, yeah, or whatever. Coincidentally, I just need to tell you the truth today on the story. And he went home and married a girl that was in a nursing school or something like that, like his own profile, the same age range, 5 years difference, and from the same kind of family background. And right now, they have 4 kids. They are doing perfectly well. What do I mean? You left abroad. You are doing Uber. You went to Nigeria. You say you are looking for a medical doctor. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Uber driver not be married doctor. That's not my point.
Our level is different now.
Yes, hold on. If you know you are Uber, you can marry doctor. Then look for the doctor in America, marry him first here. You know what I'm trying to say? So don't go to abroad and shine your canvas to Nigeria. You put jeans. You did one small house for abroad. They manage your life. At the end of the day, you went there. You are doing big man, and you bring the debt.
What about the age difference zone? As you talk, so you're on a road. Add that
Age
one.
different.
Yes, now without an age difference.
They're going to look for 23 years old.
20 years.
This is why I said let us hear the story. Because if we don't hear the story, we go just say everybody.
The funniest part, some will even take loan to go and do these marriages. To go and live a big life there.
They get to blame themselves.
That is sure. I mean, how can a 50-something-year-old man or a 50-year-old man, you go to Nigeria to go and look for a 22-year-old girl to marry?
Yeah, but all of them are not 50-something, some are 30-something. They still go through.
Bishop, let me tell you something, sir. There are men right now. Again, we had a few episodes some few weeks back, right? There are men.
are in their second marriage. You are talking about the ones that you know. I'm telling you about the ones that I know, Bishop sir.
Yeah,
There are some
in
that are even in
fact,
their second
Auntie
and third
Bridget,
marriages.
Auntie Bridget, there are young men who, again, I keep saying they are trying to run to Nigeria to find more feminine women. They have trouble attracting women or making a woman submit or attracting a submissive woman here. They think they will figure it out in Nigeria. You will fail. So on that same note, I'm with Bishop and BO. You will fail if you think you're going to run away from yourself and find solution. But I'm just saying the nuances I wanted to add to what Bishop was saying, which is there's a lot of points in it, is that I'm not saying it's not everyone. I'm saying let's not generalize, because there are people that are actually in good situations, and right now they may just not be strong enough mentally, and they're now thinking all the worst case scenario. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to add that nuances to it.
Thank you very much, Ola.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to bring diversity to what I hear what Bishop is saying, and I agree with him, because the same message is preaching. I've been preaching it from the beginning. Anybody who is an Obodo fam knows I discourage people from going to Nigeria to marry. So it's not something that is even alien or new to me. So we're on the same page on that. But
Yep.
I'm trying to tell you that you've done your research. You said that they've spoken to people, they marry, they bring them here, there's pressure. But there are also other issues apart from pressure. We are talking about people who've been married, like the ones that have come here to share their story, the ones that I talk to privately, older men who feel that Obodo women are too exposed. It's the same reason. Let me go and look for a small girl. There is one that came here not even 3 months ago. You know, he lied to her that he's been married. He's never been married before, that he just has child. But she came here, she found out that he's been married 3 times when she was digging around in the house. If you go through my channel, the story of imported wives is long.
Yes, so many now. How many can we tell? So
Their
many.
stories are long and complicated. So it's
So
not
many
one
stories.
size fits all. I think that's what BO was trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Not
stories
one
are
size fits all. Now different experiences.
And Auntie B, statistics says that if you actually enjoy life where you are, and you are not stretching yourself to long distance, you will live longer. Statistics says if you enjoy life where you are, and you are not
That makes
stretching
sense.
yourself too much to long distance, you have
rest
to
of
make calls,
mind.
you have to travel, you will live longer, you have 10, 15 years span more in your life. That haven't said that. Now also look at this very point. It is also said that two people who stay together, like it is said that if a boy and a girl stays together every day for 10 minutes, or even spend 10 minutes together in a day, no matter the anger they have, they will soon begin to find a way of liking each other. Or if they begin to hold hands together. Now, why did I say that? Most of the people in diaspora, they don't spend time with their spouse that they marry outside.
True.
They don't spend time with this wife somewhere, this husband somewhere. No time. And so every day the marriage is decaying, is resorted to only money affairs, material affairs,
Yes.
house and properties affairs.
Superficial
Just
stuff.
do this. Yeah, project. Do this for me affairs. Open a shop. They are not together. That time spent is what wins a marriage. Is when we really understand each other. You know the fragility of each other. It's not everything is not about money. You know the weakness and the strongness of your spouse. You know what he likes, what is unlike. When couples begin to say, "I don't know you. I don't know what you like. I don't know what you," they don't spend time together. Is it that their job is?
Yeah, I agree with you, sir. People in the comment section are giving a lot of testimonies about their uncles who went to Nigeria to marry.
Now these uncles, all these 40+ people, now them they do this nonsense.
This uncle, this is what I was trying to tell you, Bishop.
Auntie
Sir.
B.
There's no late 30 something here. You see this one, he said, my uncle, who is in a Section 8 house, went to marry a big girl in Nigeria. She showed him pepper when she landed in Yankee.
No. Quick question for
Auntie
Bishop.
B.
I have a question for Bishop. Bishop,
Yeah.
this uncle right here, what is going on in his brain? What happened to the spirit of discernment, even at a very surface level? You go and carry big girl. What happened to this uncle? Never mind all the girls in Nigeria. What happened to this uncle?
This is another one. Yes, so before you answer, sir, he said, Olivia Green said, yes, so my uncle, all these people they are calling uncle are not in their 30s. This is what I'm trying to tell you, that it's about the demography is different. He said, my uncle was one not to marry one local humble girl, but he refused. He asked for gbese. and she literally ruined his life.
Of course.
Okay, fine. Let me answer that question. What was in the mind of that man who went to marry a girl in Nigeria? The truth about it is that he was dealing with trust issues in where he was. Maybe he couldn't trust the women there. He thought maybe a Nigerian girl would be more simpler, would be more simple, would be more understanding. So, but let me also be honest. Some people wanted to go closer to the house. They've lived abroad for many years.
To
They're
home.
like, yeah, I'm far away from my family. If I take a wife from there, at least it will be closer to my father, to my mother. But it's the doom, it's their downfall.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, God bless you. Where you are, please take your wife, your children, go and visit your parents. It's okay. They knew you've left the country. You are helping them. Where you are, please marry there. I insist. Where you are, please marry there. That girl that is making younger, where you are, beggar. Don't overlook it and say, I'll go Nigeria, go make una settle una matter. Let me speak
I'm
broken.
interested,
But
sir,
Auntie
to
B,
find
Auntie B,
out.
there is something we are also missing out here, please, Bishop. What we are also missing out here, we should tag that along. Not
Yes.
only going to marry, let's also tag along what diaspora girls, how they are causing pain in some marriages because of some Mogo Park men. How do I mean this? Some men, they are married in this abroad. Their inbox there don't full with one girl that is causing distraction.
From where?
That they are
Where
sending.
the girl? Where are the girls? Are they
In
the
Nigeria.
diaspora?
In
Oh, the
Nigeria.
girls are in Nigeria. Ah,
No,
okay.
he's saying the
I mean,
same
like-
thing. He's saying the same thing. We are still saying that a Nigerian girl will be, trying to get the man from. Okay,
Let
go
me tell you
ahead.
something.
No,
Bill.
what I'm
Even
saying here
some
is
of
that
them-
what I'm saying. No, I'm not
Some of them-
interrupting the topic. I said we should tag along as well.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
as we are
he's
saying
the same
this,
thing. We
those
should
who are
add it
already
together.
married too,
Scammers, not scammers, they be.
they
are
should
all
be.
scammers.
Yeah, dude, Auntie B,
Scammers.
you know how
Those in
many
Nigeria, they scam. They are scammers.
Some-
They are not you
both
for
men
marriage.
and women. See, even
The
women too.
economy is hard
Sometimes
for them.
There are
my
scammers
friend's
everywhere.
wedding,
There
my
are
friend's
scammers everywhere.
marriage, my friend's marriage. Listen, my friend's marriage.
If you are stupid, you will get finessed. That's
Yes,
life.
he got a call. He got a call from a Nigerian guy one day and told him and said, I just like you. He said, why? The things the guy told him of how we are looking at something else. You are in marriage, whether man or woman, you are communicating with somebody else somewhere. That is causing your marriage some pain. That is my point here. So
Yeah. I get you. A third party.
a third party, another third party.
Yeah. I
You
get
see,
you.
some men now, their this thing will not stand. But when they remember that girl they saw on Instagram, that
go
sent
stand.
them a small picture.
He go
And
stand.
And you know the funny
He go
thing
stand.
about that girl?
So women,
That girl fit be man. You don't say that they use picture of girls now and men they behind the profile.
Auntie B, what I'm even saying now, I know that's common, we know, but let's be honest. What I'm saying here is that
I know.
we are talking of the ones that those men said they've even gone to see behind, but they're not going to marry the girl. But the girl is just a distraction. Do you understand? You know,
Sister B, I have to run to a meeting. Let me say one thing before I run. I'm seeing the chat. I see a lot of people saying, I don't realize there's a lot of these stories. Here's what I want you to realize as a human being on this planet. You're just one human being. There are 7 billion people. There's no possible way you can know all the stories in this world. You only know the stories in your circles and the stories you've basically been indulging in. And when we indulge in certain types of story, we tend to indulge more in it because clearly it's entertaining us one way or the other. We are relating with it one way or the other. I guarantee you that if you spend a lot of time in negative zones on YouTube will present more of those type of video for you. And once you change your account and you decide to go and spend more time in more positive TDJs type of, you will notice that you see more of those videos will bombard you too. That's just the way these things work. Am I saying that bad people don't exist? Absolutely not. Bad people, terrible human beings exist in this world, and there are many of them. And if you don't work on yourself, you keep pointing fingers at the rest of the world, you will attract more of it. Let me leave it at that for now. If I still catch you when I come back, I'll come back on, Sister B.
All right, thank you
all
so
right,
much.
take care.
Ola.
All right.
I love
Bishop,
you, Ola.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Bishop,
Ola. Thank you, Ola. Let's keep in touch. Oh. Maybe you should get to my YouTube channel. We would,
he's also
Sister
on
B will
YouTube.
let you know. Yeah.
He's also on YouTube. Ola is also on
Yeah,
YouTube.
let's connect. Ola, try. Let's connect. Speak with Auntie B. I'll leave
Yeah.
my number with her so that we
It's
connect. Yeah.
interesting conversation, you
Somebody
know.
said something. Bukumi said something. Bishop Ambio, and
Mhm.
she said, but some of these diaspora men lie and paint a picture, of who they are, and not to marry just to marry an innocent girl in Nigeria. So they
Yeah.
present themselves like when they go to marry. Because I think you are saying the truth, but sometimes that's why I'm saying that they are both scamming each other.
Mhm.
The men too,
Yeah.
they are scammers too. They are not
Obviously,
innocent.
Auntie B, are we only blaming the girls there? Nobody even blame them.
Because
Oh.
the
Are you?
girls are scamming them back now. That's why
No.
everybody's crying. The girls are
Bu-
scamming, boys are scamming.
Bukumi or whatever your name is, Bukimi, I don't know. What we are saying here, nobody is saying that the girls are at fault. No. Both the men and the girls, both parties, because like I said earlier on, you go to Nigeria, you buy new clothes, the kind of shirts that you wear when you are in the US or in the abroad. Like for instance, this is the worst shirt I have in this house, this simple shirt you're seeing right now. But if I'm going to Nigeria next week, this shirt is not going to go with me. You know why? Not because it's bad, because the space it won't carry on my luggage, I would rather buy a new one of it, right? So you go to Nigeria to marry, everything they shine. Perfume, when?
Yeah.
Wristwatch,
Let me
when?
digress.
Everything it
Okay,
shine.
finish. Let me
Then
let
you
me
don't
let me
position the
digress.
girl. Yeah,
And finish the
Bishop,
point.
go ahead.
Finish the point, Bill.
So
Then
everything is shining, and at the end of the day, when you go there, they see you just like Bishop said. They're already looking at you like a messiah. You came from abroad. Everything is easy. Expectation is high, of course. And you won't even humble yourself. Most likely, you even went and talk past yourself, like for the abroad, I'm this, I'm that, you know. And when they get there, she begin to see something different.
Let
Not
me
knowing that she's
let,
even the one that is going to come and help you and pay rent or bill or mortgage.
I said that
let me
true. Some men think
let me
that because they
digress.
make dollars now, they can marry their fantasy. That's what you were saying earlier, Bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me digress. To be honest with you, Auntie B, I want to make a simple example here. Our normal lifestyle in Europe, in America, in diaspora, wherever you are in UK, in Ireland, is the rich man's life in Africa. Okay, the t-shirt, I'm looking at your background, Bill. It's
Yeah.
very clean. Everywhere is white, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the background of Auntie B. Very clean. She has made a studio for herself there.
You
Okay,
never hear
fine.
PPP?
Yeah. She's made a little studio for herself that look like a radio. Very fine. Which a lot of people will do everything. Some guests will have to go sleep around to get this small studio that she's just having, and she's reaching out. You understand? In Africa. Okay. Now you're looking at my background. It's good. Good curtains behind me. Okay, fine. Now this is a normal lifestyle in the diaspora. Okay, you that have been living this lifestyle, you go to Europe. I mean, you go to Africa. You go to Africa. You are not expected to wear dirty clothes. You can't. That's not humility. It's not like you say, okay, you have to be humble. How do I have to be humble? It's the same t-shirt we wear over there. Okay, let's say my t-shirt is brand new because I'm going to see people. We do wear brand new t-shirts here in Europe. Sometimes we just buy it and we go out on a Saturday, on a Sunday, we go to church. We just wear new things. It's not like we are actually going to a special occasion. Not talk less of you going to meet a girl or going to meet the family or going to set up a relationship of whatever. You try to look good, but that is not pride. That is our normal lifestyle. But it's just that Nigeria, the poverty is much. So when they see you, your new sneakers, your new jeans or your new t-shirt or your suit, in my own case, like maybe I wore a suit or maybe you wore something very nice, you look good, you look excellent, your perfume is good, they will think you are very rich because the boys that they have been dating around, they are the one even giving those boys transport fare.
Okay.
So they are all like that. Those are, those ones are even dirty. Sometimes they wear slippers and dust. There is dust. They wear pants, slippers and dust. They are entering machine with it like that. But you are coming, they bring you classy. Even when you enter machine, you look good, everything. So she has fantasies on her head. She knows that, man, this one has money. God have answered my prayer. The preaching that passed. Yeah.
Sorry, sir. I think what Bio was saying and what Bukumi was saying is that some people deliberately misrepresent themselves.
Okay,
that is the point.
Exaggeration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you are going to Nigeria, for instance, my brother. You know that even though you are in the abroad, for instance, normally you don't wear a pair of $100. Let's be honest.
Yes. Or you
for
don't
instance,
wear Jordans.
I'm not saying like me.
No, you don't wear that.
Hold on, I'm just giving an example. I'm using an example. PEP doesn't really matter. Everybody know where their priorities are.
We're talking about bling bling.
Bling bling. So you don't wear Louis Vuitton before, but because you are going to Nigeria, you want to buy Louis Vuitton bag, Louis Vuitton bag, right?
Yeah.
In the abroad, you drive Toyota Corolla, which is not bad, but you are going to the abroad, you want to buy ML 2022. I don't know if I'm making sense here, my brother.
Yeah.
So in that way, you have already helped yourself, not really because you are doing it, So what am I trying to say here? If you are the person I don't want to say on this platform, look, I'm showing myself. See, my last journey to Nigeria, I did not buy PEF. The PEF that I have at home that I've been using, the remaining one, because I was only going to stay for 3 weeks. That was what I still put inside my bag.
The smart thing to do.
If that girl come into this country unexpectedly, the same thing she will perceive now is what she will still perceive if I'm in Nigeria.
It's even better for brothers to package themselves down to see who genuinely loves you. If you are smart, if you are going to go marry, if you want to go and marry, it's even better for you to look poor. It's not even better to you to wear. They'll say, this one
and they talk too much. Most of these men that enter this wala, their mouth is too sharp. You will see some of them when they just sit down somewhere. Before they sit down, they say, bro, me now they use this one, chapo. If me, I don't wear this one. All those little things you are saying.
Bio, hold on. There is a general perspective that anybody from abroad has something. Nigerians have that. Whether he talks, he does not talk.
I know, but people make it worse for themselves. That is the case here. You are in order. That general perspective. That general perspective is there. I agree with you absolutely. But what I'm saying is that, okay, for instance, what is meeting a girl? What is meeting a girl's family? It's like going for an interview. When you overblow yourself and they give you that job, you can't deliver.
Increase. Yes, the expectation
you can't deliver.
For instance, if you want to go your in-law place, you meet a girl you want to marry, no carry car go. Take public transport and go and see what the parents will say. Then you will know whether they are greedy people or not.
My brother, I give everybody this because the word came out from Auntie B's mouth. If you don't have it on your resume, don't lie about it, but add it. On my job, at the end, I always write, like, for instance, true situation. In my past position, I was acknowledged by my manager for exceeding expectations. You know what that tells the other person? What is expected of this person? He was able to deliver even more. It is better to exceed expectation than to just be an average person. Do you understand? So while we know that coming from abroad, they will take you on high standard, depending on where you go anyway, because honestly, my brother, depending on where you still go to, because there's some family you even go to, even if you come from the abroad self. They were just in the same abroad last week. That's just the truth. Yes, you can even be coming from
preach it.
You can even be coming from this thing, So that is still another thing to look at. But however, talk less, do your thing, stay focused, reduce the expectation. If you sense it, reduce it, bring it down. So by the time you come here, somebody went to Nigeria and married a girl. And when they got here after 2 years, now the marriage want to break up. And when I came into the issue, what I discovered was that after the wife is now fully settled after 3 years, which is normal, the man wants the woman to support financially, after like 3 years. Now, Wait now,
which
which
they
is
don't
okay. But
want.
however, this woman have younger ones that she want to help. So now, so what are we not saying?
Same thing we have been saying. The same thing we
Yeah,
are
so I
family
asked him a
problem.
question. Hold on now. I asked him a question. I said, when you went to marry this girl, what did you tell her? I discovered that he made the girl believe that she don't need to contribute anything. He has
I
achieved
see.
all he have in his life.
I
That's
see.
my point.
You
So
see why?
even now,
You
the
see,
guy
that's a
has a valid
lie.
point, but the
Mhm.
valid point is on the wrong soil.
So now
Yes,
she
So
but
will
even
say,
at that,
told me you are
even at
comfortable. I
that,
don't need to contribute.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Even at
mhm,
that, your husband have taken care of you for 3 years, brought you from Nigeria. You are also
agree.
working hard without being to contribute small now.
I
Even
said
if the
the
man,
guy has a valid point, but in a bad ground, bad soil. You are a bishop. You know what it
I
is
don't
to
want
sow
to.
in a bad soil. The
I think what
Yeah,
BO
but
is
foundation.
trying to say,
forget
Bishop, what
whatever he
I
told
understand
her.
what BO is trying to say. What BO is trying to say is that make brother self the help una self. Mona the help
Yes,
una self. Don't go there and be bugaing for anybody. You know,
yes.
don't oversell yourself because already they think you are a millionaire and you know say you they share apartments. You they
Mm,
share house.
Yeah.
You
eh?
go there now, they think say you get one mansion for Hollywood is. They don't say now one tiny flat for back corner.
Eh?
Where mosquito then you dey. So
And
you
if you not look your comment section, somebody says security man posing like Microsoft staff, for instance.
Yeah, but
So now,
Yeah, but
so
even at that, marry where you are. You have
yes, we
more
agree with
freedom.
that.
we
But
Marry
it's
where
agree
a
you
with that
are.
one is not. That one is
All
misrepresentation.
those,
basic.
Waiting
all
people
those
they
that
try to talk,
500.
the women they talk say all these some of these brothers where they come, they
Huh?
misrepresent their true self. Now when the wife reach her, now you come find out say show.
Uh-uh.
Now so the situation be, you know, so he's not even rich. So this is the kind of job that he does.
Just be
Then they will be
doing.
angry. Because
Auntie B,
don't
oh,
forget what you were saying,
Auntie B,
Bishop, that
even with your own experience, let me ask you, Auntie B, with your experience, because I know you already know this answer. For instance, even here, when you know somebody in the same abroad self, until you guys get close, you might not really know the true situation of each other,
Of
now
each
people when
other,
they
yeah.
don't get money, now they
right?
post pass. Now they
Right?
dress pass.
So,
Rich people know
so,
they
Yeah,
wear, they know they wear
yeah.
labels.
so
Most
what
rich
do
people
I
know they wear
mean?
labels.
Most marriages, people even enter with shock, but the shock will not be much. If the shock is small, no problem. Let's say you presumably you let's on a scale, let's say you give a guy 7% achievement based on what you are saying. You know, if at the end of the day you enter the marriage and you find out that it's 5, you're not too 4. What if you say you give the guy 7 when you enter, the
You
guy
be
No,
did point
minus,
5,
you
he
be
never reach
minus
1.
4.
Jerry
So
shock, Jerry shock both, Jerry shock both on the men and the women's side. Though it's not
both
because the
sides
guy is
now,
not
both
expecting all
sides
those
now, Bishop,
extra
both
expenses
sides.
that
Shock
the
day
guy is
everywhere
bringing.
because they are both scamming each other. Honesty is the best
Exactly,
policy, my
exactly,
brother.
exactly.
Honesty is the best policy. Lie. When people they lie, they misrepresent
Uh,
themselves. And the woman too get ulterior motive. You are not marrying because you love the man
yes.
and because you are coming to build. The
And
only
that
reason
is
why
where
you
we
are
even
marrying
need
him is to
that
come abroad to come and
that is
enrich
where
your
we even
family.
need this bishop to talk about. Man, let me tell you where we
Yeah.
need bishop. Please, I'm going to give you enough time now to talk. Please, I want you to talk about this. Do you know that what Auntie B just indicated or what we are saying now, the reason behind this is because the average Nigerian mentality is that whatever you do to get a woman, as far as you've made her to go sweat her oats, whether they swear, for better, for worse, till death do us part or whatever, regardless of the scam that some of these men do, they not come to people like you or the women too as well. They will not come to you and say, my husband is doing this, my husband is doing that. But you people will now say, okay, since you are already together, God aid the divorce, right? So this marriage must work. Let me ask you, Bishop, if
Mm.
a man come to deceive your own daughter, and even you, the father, and deceive you, and you now gave your daughter to that man on false information, do you know that whether they swear any oaths by any Bible, whatever, that you still have the power to say, come? You know, it's like you come to deceive me to carry my daughter. You are not this, you say you are this, which would have not even changed the case. You don't do this, you know, at the end of the day, you deceive somebody. Because Nigerian mentalities, that's why many marriages break up. I speak with people. The
You want
lies.
me to answer? You want me to answer? Or
Yeah,
you
go
want to
ahead.
answer?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Right from right from the beginning of the Bible, right? Please, I don't want to be interrupted so I can really elaborate
Yes,
on this.
yes, I
Right
read.
from the beginning of the Bible and the beginning of marriage, there have been deception in it. I will speed the beans so that there have been deception. It has been deception all through. It has been what you call this. There has been a deceiving somewhere, but it doesn't mean they must break up. Okay, let me start from Adam and Eve so that you understand the point I'm trying to say. God said, giving you a helpmeet. He said he found the man that there is none of the animal that was good for him. He said, okay, I'm going to make you a helpmeet from your ribs. And then took one of his, and then make the woman. The woman is called the woman because she's supposed to be the helper of the man. She's also a man. A woman is also a man, but she's the womb man of the man because she carries children in her womb. She has a womb, so that's why they call her woman. So she is supposed to be the one to produce children for the man. He's a helpmate. That was why God created the woman. So basically, the woman is in the garden. God have told the man, don't eat of the tree of knowledge of good. And so he said, okay. The woman started having conversation with Satan and then ate of that tree. So deception. And as the man was just saying, okay, fine. He gave to the man to eat. He didn't say, I plucked the wrong tree. Oh, what do we do? This is the tree you warned me about. This is the tree you say God told you we shouldn't eat from it. He just gave to the man. The man ate, and then the fall came. So there have been deception. If I want to narrow it down, Jacob served the father, served Laban for 7 years. By the time he finished, he was to take his wife. And the father said, no, you don't get married. The junior sister does not marry before the other daughter in this family. So what happened? He stayed there. He slept with the other sister, Leah. Slept with her. And then that was not his love. By the time he woke up in the morning, he was like, it's not Leah that I labored for. The father said, for you to have the junior sister, you must first of all marry the other sister. You have to work for another 7 years. That's 14 years. So there have been deception in marriage. It doesn't. You will find out one thing about your spouse, your husband, your wife.
Justify, sir. I'm sorry. I need to say
Yeah,
something. I can't keep quiet
yeah,
anymore. I know you
yeah.
don't want to be interrupted. You've
Go
spoken the
ahead.
truth, but it comes across as something negative that is being reinforced because it happened in the Bible. So I
No,
don't
no,
agree
no, no,
because
no,
there's
no,
this
no.
deception in the
No,
Bible
to be,
doesn't
I was
justify it.
coming to a point. No, 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 I'm
Okay.
not justifying it. No, no, I won't just. I was coming to a point that the deception has been there, and the head of the deception is the devil. Is fighting marriages, bringing in ideas and thoughts and different things to destroy marriage. Okay, fine. There have been deception in marriage, but it does not call for a breakup. I will say this true. Even our parents, many of our grandparents, some of us, our grandmothers were not the first wife. Neither was she the second wife. Some of us, they were the first wife, but they did not live when the man married the second wife. They did not live when they were not the first wife. They did not live when they were not the third. But my point is, if you discover something about your wife after you got married,
Yeah.
or you discover something about your husband after you got married. And even I mentioned a marriage done in the presence of God. Eden means presence of God. That garden Eden, it means they were in the presence of God. There was still deception. If you discover anything that you didn't know at the beginning of everything, you discover later, please don't leave. That is why you are couples. Two is better than one. Fight it. Don't say, so you are like this, you didn't tell me, and you point finger. See, this person might need your help. If you
No,
are the man,
I'm sorry, sir. I'm really, really, really sorry. But
okay.
I've got to say something.
Yeah,
It sounds like you are not speaking up against deception, but you
right.
are trying to make an understanding of it.
Mhm.
You are saying that instead of, as a man of God, what I'm expecting you to say is that people should be honest.
Deception.
But you
Yes,
are
I'm
trying to
coming
say
to
that
that.
there's always been deception in the
Deception.
Bible.
Yeah,
So if there's always
deception
been
is
deception
wrong.
in the Bible,
Mm.
so does it make it okay for people to lie to people, or should we be
No,
speaking
no,
emphatically
deception is
against
wrong.
people, deliberately misleading
Deliberately.
people?
No, no, no. No, deception is wrong. I'm not talking of deliberation. What I'm saying is that
I want
nobody
to.
keeps it 100%.
Agreed.
Nobody can keep
Okay.
it 100%. I'm
Here's a
trying to
direct
give that
question, sir.
male.
Here's a direct
I'm struggling
question.
with that
Example,
message.
direct
I'm really
example.
struggling with that
If
message,
a
sir.
girl, if your son, for instance, or your daughter get married to a man, and this man knows, for instance, that have some medical issues, for instance, that will not permit him to be able to climb the Iroko tree and have a pluck the fruit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Assumably, I'm giving an example of one deception. And this person knew but refused to discuss this issue or bring it to the knowledge of that partner and end up coming to get your daughter. Are you going to say, okay, stay there and let,
And
that's
make
why
it
God
work.
brought you there?
You say you
No,
should
no,
make it
no,
work.
no. Look at it. Look at it this way. Look at it this way. In this modern age, let me just tell you the truth about that. There are medications, good one. Reach out to people.
Oh, Lord, my God.
No,
Your
there are
message, no,
solutions
sorry,
for
sir. I'm
everything.
so sorry. No. I
No,
disagree.
there are
Please.
solutions. Reach out
No,
to
no,
your
no, no, no.
mom.
You are fueling everything that we are against. Sir, I'm sorry. We've listened
No,
to
no, no, no,
you.
no.
But this
No,
message you are preaching now
you
is
can't divorce
negative.
because of that. I'm not
No,
saying you
you can.
shouldn't.
So
Yes, you
that means you
can.
are supporting deception to get
It's
to
like
No,
hold a
saying
I am
woman.
somebody
not.
coming to give
I am not.
another person's pregnancy. We talk about DNA deception here all the time. It's like
Mm-hmm.
saying
Yes.
that a woman going to carry somebody else's baby to
No,
give
Baby,
to
no.
another man,
Auntie
another
V, Auntie
man,
V, hear me
that you
out.
should
Auntie V,
try
hear
and
knowingly,
me out. That's
understand.
not what I'm
knowingly.
saying. No, Auntie V, hear me out. That's not what I'm saying. Please hear me out. What I'm saying is that you now discover that this man cannot perform in bed. Let's call it what it is. That's the word you were trying to say.
Yes, yes,
Because of his disability in his
uh-huh,
manhood, right? There are
yes.
solutions to it.
Oh,
There
Okay.
are
I did not say
solutions.
no. It's about
Just
being
like,
Solution
upfront.
for the,
No, no, no,
I'm
no, no,
coming,
no, no,
I'm
no, no, no.
coming, I'm coming. Just like the man discovered that the woman has no placenta, that the woman have done abortions, that she
yeah,
can't
the
give birth.
same thing
No,
How
no,
now.
did
no, no,
he
no, no,
get
no,
that?
no. Uncle, I'm sorry,
Oh,
sir. Bishop, please. No,
Yeah.
I don't accept that. Your message, this
Okay.
message is wrong. Please.
Okay.
I know you're a man of God, but I stand for the truth. I don't
Yeah.
like, we stand for equality, honesty, justice.
Deception is
No,
wrong.
your message, what I expect you to say from what Bill said from day one is that
Yeah. Yeah.
people need to speak the truth to one
Truth.
another in relationship. But
Yes.
you started off by
Honesty is
saying that
there.
no. You started off by saying that, oh, if you find out, don't leave. You didn't say anything to discourage the deception. It's like you're saying,
No,
oh, let us
you
accept it. It's
didn't
not
do
calling for
everything
divorce.
to resolve it first. Do
Why should
everything to
somebody lie to
resolve it
somebody?
first before you.
Why do you
Well,
deliberately
he will
deceive somebody in the first
apologize.
place?
He will apologize for what he did. It's wrong to lie.
see,
That deception, yes. But do everything to resolve it. Adam did not leave Eve. They didn't split after they ate. They
Okay, I
stayed
think we're
together to
done.
solve that problem. No, the truth is,
Adidas space. You wanted to come in. A lot of people jumped in. They wanted to say something. Bio, let's allow other people to talk.
all right.
Adidas,
yeah, let other people speaking. Yeah.
Adidas space. Say something, please. Unmute yourself. Because this deception conversation now is doing my head in. I don't agree with that at all. It's
Anti-V,
against everything that I
deception
stand
is
for.
wrong. Anti-V, deception is wrong. I am against it. But what I'm
No,
saying,
you
if
didn't
you
say
are,
that.
if you,
No,
no, it's wrong. I'm
your
against it. I
message is
didn't
not
get there.
discouraging it. No,
No,
you are a man of
no,
God,
it's
sir. You should
discouraging
be
it.
telling people to be honest. You are not saying, "Oh, don't leave your husband,
No,
don't leave your wife
it's
because they lied to
discouraging
you."
it. I didn't get there. Hold on. I didn't get there. What I'm saying in nutshell is that if you discover it, you can find a solution. But before you get into marriage, say the truth about your conditions. That was what I was trying to say. But if you're already in it, there are solutions to everything. It can be solved. It is not the end of it.
But
That sickness
Bishop,
is a
but
sickness. It
Bishop,
can be solved. Yeah.
Bishop, I know you're talking from a Christian perspective, but at the same time, the man have to be humble enough and to come down to the woman and say, "Look, I mean, I know I lied to you, but some African men have this ego." And they'll come up to you and say, "Okay, so what? What are you going to do now?" Because that's what they call see finish. You don't see and finish. Now you now say, "Okay, so what? What next? Are you going to leave?" So it depends. I understand that you can forgive, but that man have to be humble enough and go straight to that woman, because first of all, you're not supposed to do that. So let's just assume that that fine, they're ready together, but that man has to be humble enough and go straight to that woman. Okay, so it all depends on how that man presents himself. So you don't come up as an arrogant man after you've lied, because that's the foundation of your relationship right there. You come up, you try to talk to a lady and you're lying to her.
Fine, but do you believe there is solution still? There
Why
is
create the
solution to
problem?
it.
Why create the problem in the first place, and then you
Exactly.
start looking for solution?
The
What
thing
if we
is,
try not to create the problem? Wouldn't that
some
be
some
better?
people some people don't just create problems. It just happened. Like
Mm.
if didn't need to be a problem, it just
Okay,
happened. So
let me
what you
let
do
me give you
is
an example. Bukola, 1 minute,
solution.
please. Bishop, sorry,
Mhm.
sir. Let me ask you this question. If you
Yeah.
found out today, sorry, how many kids do you have? I don't know if you have kids. How many
Yeah,
children?
I'm expecting a child very soon.
Oh, okay. Let's say you have, for instance, just an analogy. Are
Mhm.
you? A lot of people are asking in the comment section if you are married. Are you married?
No, I'm single for now. I'm not married for now. Yeah.
Oh, you are single, but you're expecting a child.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm expecting, when by the time I get married, the child will come. No, I'm
Okay,
not.
so
I'm not
Bishop is
into any
single.
relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bishop
I'm
is
not into
single.
any
Okay. All
relationship.
right, that's fine. We are not judging. We just want to know you a bit more. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that, let's say you were married and you have 4 kids. I have 4 kids,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
And my husband wakes up one day and find out that 3 of those children does not belong
Mhm.
to him. He now goes and run DNA and says that it's only
Mhm.
one of them. There's one of them that looks so much like me.
Mhm.
He now found out that this one is the only one that is his own. All the rest are not his own. How do you navigate that kind of deception, since you say we can always resolve it? You think he's going to forgive me and
Okay.
continue the
Let me
marriage?
let me answer that. Let me answer that. I resolved an issue of that last year because I've had series of churches that I preside over as a bishop. I resolved that issue last year. There's this lady, she had 3 children, and the husband discovered that 2 were not for him, and then 1 was for him. So they called me at about 12 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, 12 a.m. in the morning. So there was fire in the house. They wanted to tear down the house. So I told them I will rush down. I think by 1:30 a.m. I was in their house. And so I asked what happened, and the man explained we've gone for DNA test. But Bishop, because of the way you speak to me, maybe they might be listening now. Because of the way you speak to me and all of that, I didn't want to just kick her out this night. I want a solution to this. Now, this is what I told him. I said, I agree with you. I said, I want to see the doctor's report. They showed me it was true. The woman confirmed it is true. And she was crying. She was saying, Daddy, please help. Bishop, please help me. So I said, okay, fine. This is it. I know you are hot. I know she lied to you. She deceived you. Yes, it's true. We are not banning that. I know you might not have a soft spot for her. It's true. I know one of the child is yours, and you've been
Bishop,
taking care of these
Bishop, you
children.
had fans
I'm coming.
before. The fans are changing their mind about you.
I'm coming. No, no,
Your
no.
fans are saying that they like you before, but this answer you gave to this deception, over the farm, they are
No,
changing.
no, 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 no. It's the truth. There
Bishop,
is solution to everything. I'm coming. Let me
Oh
finish.
my
There is
God.
solution to everything. That's what I'm saying. Now, hold on. Now, when I got there, I told them, okay, you've been taking care of these children like your own. They said yes. The man said yes. Okay, fine. Assuming these children were children without father, I know it's painful, and they just needed a father. Would you throw them out? The question you should be asking is, this woman still cheating? When did all this thing happen? Is she still going out with the person? If yes, then you go for a divorce. If yes, that's what I told them.
So
You can go
if
for,
if we can
if
always
she's still
resolve
cheating.
lies and deception, then there is no consequences. So let all of
Yes,
us
but
just go and be deceiving each other.
no, no,
Abby?
no. We can always resolve it. If she's
Oh
still
yeah,
cheating,
we
and
will deceive each other, then we'll resolve it. Abby?
no,
Since we
no,
can
no,
resolve
no.
it.
We will not deceive and resolve it. If she's
No,
still
not
cheating,
deceive.
then
Oh, since we can.
no, if she's still cheating, you can go for a divorce. But if she's no longer cheating and she's asking for
I'm
help
not
and
hearing
she's
you,
crying
Bio.
and saying,
Bio, you are muted.
she's asking for forgiveness and that you should forgive her and this and that, those
Yes,
children,
Somebody is asking a
forgiveness does
question.
not mean there shouldn't be penance. That's why I'm
no, there
asking
will be
Bishop.
penance.
Well, hold on a
There will
minute.
be
Hold on,
penance.
I'm asking Bishop. Do you know there are people that hate lie?
Hey, that is me, number
Like
one.
Let me
myself,
tell
What
you
is it
something,
like
Bishop.
myself.
Let me tell you, I'm a
to
man
forgive?
today, and I'm telling you this. If any man, I'm not joking now, take this from me,
Which solution? Solution
come to
begging.
me, to my house, and ask for my daughter's hands in marriage and lie to me, like for instance, even though he's going to tell me the truth, it's not going to change situation. Like there are some things that are
Okay.
obvious lie. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you
There's
saying?
difference
Are
between.
you saying
Hold
that?
on,
Are you saying
hold
that?
on, Bishop,
Are you saying
please.
that if you find? Are you saying that if you find any situation in your marriage, you should just quit? No
Hold on,
resolving.
Bill,
No.
Bill, wait, 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 wait.
So you need to understand that there's a difference between elaborating some facts and discrepancies and hiding or taking something under false pretense. Do you know what is a fraud? A fraud is when your intent, you
It's
Intentionally
a,
intentionally
deceive somebody. You deceive
it's
deceive
a, it's a,
somebody.
somebody.
crim-
That
it's
is
a
a
No.
fraud.
criminal offense.
Intentionally, no.
The,
Intentionally, no.
That's
it's
what,
a
You
yeah.
can
criminal.
go and
So
deceive
a
It's
somebody
a,
and
fraud,
you come and be
what
telling
do you
me
mean?
that
criminal.
A fraud.
Jacob
Bishop,
worked for 7 years to marry
fraud.
somebody else.
It's a criminal
So
offense.
you
That
left
person, that
abroad,
person should even be
and
liable to
went to
jail
meet one young
sentence.
girl in Nigeria. You did not tell her that you already have 3 kids for 2 women. Eh? You did not
Okay.
tell her
Okay.
you already have 3 kids for 2 women. You did not tell her that you have so medical issue. Then because of
Mm.
everything, you end up marrying her and you say, I don't already catch him. That is
Bill,
deceitful
Bill,
marriage.
Okay,
Bill,
okay,
how
go
No.
about the
ahead.
ones
Who is
who
It's
talking?
deceive people
deceitful.
and transfer diseases to them? I know a
It's
particular case where this man,
Mhm.
yeah, he must have lived, and whatever kind of lifestyle he lived back in his days. And this man, he knew it was HIV. He knew it was HIV positive, right?
Mm.
He knew he was HIV positive, and he
That's
married a virgin. And then
oh.
he married the virgin. The girl got pregnant. It was when she was pregnant, she found out she was HIV positive, and she was like, how did it happen? How on earth did this happen?" And everything. That's when the girl and I came back. I mean, the husband came out and said, "Oh, I knew. I actually lived a wayward life. I'm sorry I didn't tell her." But that's a criminal offense in some places,
No,
right?
no, that I
That
don't
person should be
condone.
liable
That I
to.
don't condone. That one is a no, 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 no. That one I
But
don't condone. I'm talking of other little
then
issues that can be resolved. But there's no need for lying. Honesty is the main key in anything.
Bishop,
But if
it's
you
all about the
discover
same thing.
something later,
A lie
Let me
is a
ask you
lie. There
this.
shouldn't be any small or big lie. It's all the
no,
same
no, no.
thing. It's a
Lie
Nobody
is a
said it's
criminal
lie.
a
Lie,
big
offense.
a
lie.
lie is a
So
lie. Once
a
you
lie is
start
a
a
lie.
relationship on a lie, it never
Mhm.
ends.
They keep on
It
lying to
never.
cover it.
Oh yes, it never ends. That's why we should never even entertain it. You see why I got
Yes.
upset when you started
Okay.
quoting
I
scriptures
want
to
to
justify
encourage you.
how deception has been in relationship.
Yeah.
We
Mm-hmm.
no, it
Every
never.
every 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 opportunity of honesty must be explored. Go for checkup before you get married. Do blood test. Do all kinds of. We encourage it. We advised it. Do all kinds of tests you need to do. Do all kinds of I don't know, do research. You need to research, but I'm not saying go and be over digging into the person's life because people cannot lie to you. We've seen that. You over asking questions, some people will just blow lies just to give the person an image. But
Yeah,
do
do your
doctors,
research. Yeah.
yeah, do
Let me just
doctors
ask you this
research,
very quickly, sir.
do
Before,
doctors. So
because I
that
want to
would
allow other
yeah,
people to talk before I let you go. Thank
yeah,
you so much for your
yeah.
contribution. I think you had a lot of followers who were, when we were talking about how going to Nigeria, people agree with you, but with this deception one, your fans just changed their mind. And over the fan,
No,
they are
no,
like
they did
that.
not. No, they did
Yeah,
not. It's
because,
just that
yeah,
they
it's the way
needed
you
to
went
understand
about
where
it.
the conversation
Let me
was
ask you
going.
this, Bishop, because you seem like a very matured person. Have you ever
Yeah.
been married before, or you've never?
No, 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 no. I've not.
Okay. All right.
Um,
All right then. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. I really appreciate your contribution.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate and God bless everyone. Can I stay around or I should go?
No. You can. It's just I just want other people to talk. We've done 2 hours.
Yeah, let
I
them
was
talk
te-
while we are
I was
listening.
telling my
So
people
now,
that today is my first day. I will do only 1 hour. Look at us now. Oh my God. Bio, you know what this conversation, they take a life of their own. Right.
Yeah.
Efe has been in the studio. Bukola hasn't spoken. Let Bukola speak first, please. Bukola, you muted. Let me. Was it me that muted you? Okay.
Okay, so I came in when you guys were discussing about people that were going to Nigeria. I'm not sure if that's the topic or you guys moved.
Yeah, you can say something, but I think the conversation has been everywhere today. To be honest, it's been everywhere today. From parenting to people going to Nigeria to marry, from Mongo parks changing, from people learning about abuse and all that. So it's all relevant.
I mean, I feel like I think we should be talking more about this because, to be honest with you, a lot of people are going through a lot in African marriages, and we don't talk about it, or it's something that people don't really talk about, you know. And to be honest, a lot of people don't even know where to go. I remember, like me, I stopped going to Nigerian conference, or this what they call it, couples what they call retreats, because I went to one time, and the lady was like, God hates divorce, God hates divorce. I said, do you know people in this program that are
Are
going through a
divorced.
lot?
Yes.
Like people that are going through abuse in their marriage. The reason why they came over here is to see if they can get a solution to their problem. And you're over there screaming, God hate divorce. No matter what you're going through, make sure you stick to them. I was so upset. I got up, I went over to the organizer and said, look, you all need to talk to that woman. Because I was like, come on, that's wrong.
Can I just
You can actually divorce your husband or your wife. If your partner is abusing you. But Nigerians don't talk about that.
can I add to that, just if you don't mind? God did not say don't divorce. So the Bible didn't say, He said God hates divorce. So
God
let
hates
me
divorce.
also, God hates divorce. He didn't say don't divorce. He said God hates.
Yes,
Let's say for example, Auntie B hates rice. Did she say don't eat rice? She hates rice. So that is, she don't like it. But it does not mean that she's saying don't eat rice, because even if you look at the New Testament, the Bible gave a condition to which you can divorce. It gave one condition. It said unless for cheating, for infidelity, if maybe the man and the woman, they are, one of them is cheating on the
We
other.
try not to make it very churches or very
So
yeah.
what I'm trying to say is that those who are saying don't divorce, they are exaggerating it. If you are dying in your marriage and you think you want to go, God is not against you. Doesn't mean you will not be his daughter or his son again. That's not true. That does not mean we are encouraging divorce. Like I said before, let's find out facts. But at the same time, God does not hate you if you divorce. He said he hates it. He didn't say don't do it. That is a different
Yeah,
thing.
but African community, you know how we label women, we do that a lot. I mean, a lot of us do that a lot, So if you find out that, oh, she just left her husband with her 4 children, who's going to marry her, the whole community will start talking about. I mean, because I know a lady she ended up moving. I'm not sure if she's here watching.
The
She had
comment
to move
section is
from that
cracking
place.
me up. If you see the comments there, my people, the comments, Olagbara, Obodo fam, Afiauna, Atufiauna. Make anybody okay get mind, because these women are men here. When I know they play, eh? Tamara, please don't make me laugh. Tamara said, Bishop, please, you've not experienced marriage before, so reduce your talk. Yeah.
No,
So
but
she's saying that you've not
No,
experienced it.
Tamara, that's not true. You can actually talk
no.
about. You can talk about.
The office of a
Tamara.
bishop is
No,
one who have done.
no, Bishop. Let me reply her back. You don't have to be married to talk about you. So I'm sure if you have people that be married, you can learn from their experience. You don't have
That's
to.
what a lot of people
Yeah,
are.
you
I
don't
mean,
have to be married to talk about marriage. You don't have to have children to talk about children. So you can talk based on the experience of people that you've known, or people that are around you, or people that you've So you don't have to be in a
it's
situation
true.
to talk about
It's
it.
true. But until you are in the situation, you never know how
But
actually it
I
is.
Jesus taught about marriage,
Okay.
and he was not
A
married.
Catholic priest is not a married man, but
Yeah.
And people
can
most of
He
cancel
you
your
are
spoke
not
about
marriage.
Yeah, I
marriage,
mean,
but
it's interesting when people talk about marriage. I don't believe that you shouldn't talk about marriage just because you are not married.
Yeah,
But
but I
if you
think
have
her
never,
point is
if
she's
you
just
have never
relating
been
it
married before,
to the way Bishop was speaking, and I understand that biasity. But however, Bishop, however, I want to thank you very much for taking our time to come here and on this platform. Sometimes when you make 3, 4, 5 statements, people will
you
be
have to
already
go.
be able
Yeah.
to draw a conclusion on the idea. I know you will not be different online because you are representing
Your
your
community.
church and all that believes in marriage is for better, for worse. That is what I can summarize there. You have valid points on the obodo marriage issue, but on the issue of marriage counseling, Bishop, honestly, I will not recommend my sister to your platform. I'm sorry.
Why will you not? Why will you not?
Bishop, you need to go and do some training on marriage
No,
counseling
no,
before you
no.
cancel people. Big no. I'm telling
You,
you.
you will because we've done a lot of good things to people. Apostle Paul was not married. He was the best married
Apostle Paul
counselor.
didn't cancel people about marriage. He gave
No, he did.
general,
He
no,
did. He
he
did.
gave
He was the
general
highest.
information about marriage. He didn't
He
cancel
gave the
people.
highest. He
So
gave
people
the
are not
highest.
feeling your marriage counseling vibe, Uncle Bishop.
You know, they
Efe,
wanted
you are
me to say
next.
no. They wanted me to say, listen, where we missed it. They wanted me to say, oh, you must be honest. If you are not honest, you have to. I was looking for solutions. I was honesty is there, but there are cases where we can
It's the
find
barest
solutions.
minimum, like all I said. That is the
Yes,
barest.
Yes,
That is
barest
the
minimum.
barest minimum.
Minimum.
we
If you
can
cannot
find
be honest, what
solutions.
kind of relationship are you having? What are you even doing?
If not,
For instance, if you are even going to lie, for instance, if you are a secretary, you say you are MD, but they still know you are still working inside that bank. For
At least
instance,
you still working there. You
you
get
still work
ID
inside
card.
that bank. For
Imagine you
instance,
never
yes,
even you
not
don't even
like
get
you
work.
don't even know the bank address. You say you are working there. You know, so what is the point we are saying here? Nobody is saying, oh, just whatever. Yes, we agree. Honesty 100% is the best route. But however, when you say something, say what you can defend, right? You cannot go to Nigeria. You are living in Italy. Then the next lie, you say you are living in England. That's a big lie. If you are living in
no,
Torino and you not say later, you told the person you are living somewhere else, at least not change state you change. You not change big lie.
yes,
You know, that's my point here. So you don't just come up because you want to win a woman. Because this is why I'm
Integrity,
telling you this.
integrity is very important to us on this
The
platform,
problem
Bishop.
of all these marriages, I'm telling you, you say
Integrity.
you are counseling people.
We don't play with
Always go
integrity here.
back.
No, no,
Anytime
no,
they come
no.
to meet
We not
you
there for
for
washi
counseling,
washi.
anytime they come to meet you, Bishop, do me this favor. Remember one guy called Bio said this to you. As you are counseling them, before you make any statement, try first to understand the foundation of that marriage. Was it built on truth or lies? Because if you don't know the foundation, you will not understand where the problem is coming from.
and
And
I
let me
am
add to
also
that, Bill. Let
and
me
I
add
am
to
also
that.
saying,
Let me add
yeah,
to
and
that,
I'm
sir.
also saying that all
And
of
it's
them will
not
not
all
give it.
counseling that you stay together. In some counseling, it is actually better for you to be apart because
Yes,
being
but I'm
together is
also saying,
harmful. But
but
you
I'm
are
also
doing it from
saying,
a Christian perspective, and you are only using the Bible. I don't know if you are a
no,
trained psychologist or if you've had
no, but
any formal training in counseling. We are not attacking
yeah, yeah, we've
your
gone through all
skills.
of that. We've gone through all those training. What I'm only trying to say is that everybody will not keep it 100%. This is the truth. If I know you want the person to be honest 100%, they will not. I know you want, if you get 80, 90% from them, the remaining 10, you can work on it. Nobody keeps it 100%. There will still be one thing you will discover later. That's why they say in marriage, we keep knowing each other.
Okay,
We
yeah, now
never
you are
get to
changing,
know
you are
each
still
other.
talking.
If anybody tells you today that I know my fiancé 100%, that person is a liar.
We are not
Whether
talking
male or
of
female.
knowing. We
No,
are
that's
saying
not
what
what
the
I'm saying.
person know that is important
Yes,
to discuss before marriage. And this
he might
person
not
kept
keep
it
it.
away from
Okay,
marriage. This is different.
because of other
Yes,
people on the
he might
platform
not
that need
keep
to
it
talk.
100%.
Unfortunately, Bishop, I'm going to have to let you go, sir, because
Thank you
you've
so
taken a
much.
lot of our time. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate your contribution.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
because as much as you want to stay, other people will not be able to contribute. So, Bukola, you've spoken as well, right? Are
Auntie
you
B,
okay?
let me go too. Let
Okay, you
me
want to
allow
go,
them.
Bio, yeah?
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you
so
very
much,
much.
Bishop. Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you so much. Let me allow other people to talk before we hit 3 hours. Yeah, thank you so much. Efe, you are next. What do you have to say? Hi, Efe, can you hear me? All right, if you cannot hear me, Mirabel, are you there?
Yes, I'm right here. Hi on
Sorry, I'm
TV.
so sorry it's taking so long. Bishop had over almost 2 hours. Yeah, but I mean, it was an interesting and engaging conversation, but I got lost in the process because it was something that I was trying to get my head around. What's your take and what's your contribution about what we've been talking so far?
Hi on TV. I hope you're doing good and thanks for having me here. Hi everyone. I really wish Bishop was right here because I was gonna ask him certain questions. I agree with two of the things he said. Biblically, the only ground for divorce is adultery of, because you're married, so it's definitely adultery, right? Biblically, that's one thing he said I agree with. The second thing he said is the fact that every problem has a solution. Now, when we come back to biblically, sometimes we a lot of people that are Christians or professed Christians don't realize that you don't have to be divorced to leave a marriage. Now, if a marriage is built on deception, a lot of things could be deceptive. It could be really, really bad. Someone could have a child, and you get married to them and you don't know they do. And think about whatever form of deception it is that could lead someone into a marriage. Now you go into a marriage and it was built on deception. You could separate from that relationship. It's also biblical. Yes, the only ground for divorce is adultery. If your life is at stake, you could separate from that relationship. It's also biblical. If your partner is not providing for you, you could separate from that relationship. And your life is at stake does not always have to be physical abuse. It could be mental, emotional, psychological. You could separate from that relationship. And this is also biblical. Now, when you're separated from that relationship, guess what? If people live separate for a period of time, somebody's gonna move on. The person is gonna go have a girlfriend and start fornicating. Now you could actually divorce that person because you've got into that ground for divorce. And I feel like a lot of people don't even understand this. You don't have to stay in a deceptive marriage because you're a Christian. You don't have to stay in an abusive marriage. You don't have to stay in a marriage that your partner does not provide for you, or abuses you, or it's found on deception. You separate, and after however period of separation, when that person moves on and have a girlfriend or is committing fornication or adultery, then you could file for a divorce if you want. now
Thank you.
again now again, if you decide to figure it out, like he said, every problem has a solution. Separation is one solution and divorce is another solution. You could also
Yeah.
decide to talk it out. You could also decide to go to therapy. You could also
Bishop,
decide to forgive. You could decide to do
sorry.
all of this. But people need to realize that, yes, every problem has a solution. Doesn't mean you have to stay there and die there. It doesn't mean, the solution could just be an annulment. And
Yeah.
if you're Christian, the solution could be a separation. You could get a legal separation. You could get a regular separation. And when that person moves on, why you separated? If you want to go the Christian way, then you cannot be in any sexual relationship. You're just
You
gonna
can
wait.
also be divorced if that is what you want.
What I'm
The
saying, if
solution
you
can
want to
also
go
be
the
divorce.
Christian way, if you want to go
Yeah.
the Christian route,
Divorce
then
is also the Christian way.
yeah, you can be separated from that person, but you
Mm.
cannot commit fornication while you're
I'm,
separated. And
I
now,
hear
if that
you.
person goes on and move on and decide to do whatever, then you can be divorced. That is biblical. That's going the Christian way. And a lot of Christians need to realize that you're not glued to stay. You're not glued to deal with it. You're not glued to lose your mind. You're not glued to get abused physically, whatever, because the only grounds for divorce is adultery. You there's so many biblical grounds for separation, and then
All
that will
right.
also lead to adultery or fornication, and then you could get a divorce. So I was just gonna put that out there. And I
All
was
right.
also shoot, I think I lost my train of thought, my
Oh,
second thought. But
that's all right. Thank you very much
but yeah,
for
I
your
was just
first
gonna
thought.
say that. But thank
Yeah.
you so much for having me. I'm gonna let other
All
people
right.
speak.
Thank you so much, Mirabel. I appreciate your
You're welcome.
contribution about the Christian take on divorce and separation. I think Bishop Bishop is cracking me up. Well, light I lie. Bishop is busy in the comment section saying Bishop was right. Bishop was right. Sir Bishop, you don't have to be the one to say you are right. Let other people say whether you are right or wrong. This is so funny. It's other people that will conclude whether you are saying the right thing or not. They agreed with you when you were advising people not to go to Nigeria to marry. A lot of people felt that you had some point there, but you lost everybody when you started undermining the role of deception in marriage. And coming from a man who is not married like yourself, you see how some people will take it. It won't sit well with them, especially if somebody has been deceived before. They are going to come for you. Angela, can you hear me? Oh
Yeah, good
dear.
evening, Auntie B.
Good
Good evening,
evening. How
everyone,
are you,
ladies and
dear?
gentlemen.
And people,
I'm fine, and you?
this comment people, you are cracking me up. And people keep saying he's expecting, he's expecting. Yes, he said he's expecting. What do you want me to say? He said he's expecting. Oh God. Over the
Hmm.
phone, you guys are not good. That's why you want us to do these live shows. So you can banter.
We really missed you.
Oh my God, Angela, I miss you guys
Yeah.
too. It's only my
Yeah.
first day back today. I've laughed. My belly is paining me. Uncle Bishop.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, my
Okay.
darling.
I want to contribute on what Bishop said.
Mm,
I
mm.
totally disagree on almost everything what he said.
Okay.
Number one, please, people, anywhere you find yourself and love, please marry. The Nigeria we have now is even worse than people who lives in abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Marry
Mm-hmm.
anywhere you find love. Love is the
Mm-hmm.
most important thing.
Yeah.
And secondly, the one he was talking about, we can walk about it, you don't walk out of the marriage, any circumstance, and so on and so forth. I totally disagree 100%.
Right.
I will use myself, for example. I
Mm-hmm.
totally threw away a marriage I spent my 12 years on. So I have the experience. I'm going to use myself. I'm not talking about what I am not into.
Mm-hmm.
On my own self, I was a girl who believes you can change a human. Please,
Mm-hmm.
people, note, you cannot change any man or a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You can only add or you can only damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's two things. I didn't know that. It was one pastor that let me know, sat me down and tell me you can't change a human on planet.
Oh
As
yeah.
long as it's a lifestyle he has been on,
Mm-hmm.
he's used to, you can only add or you totally damaged. So I'm a girl that, this family that they brought you up 5:30, your grandmother will take you to morning prayers and so on and so forth. I used to believe that, okay, when a guy comes, even though his character is bad, you can change it. And I dive into it. We got married together. But with time, it was okay. He promised to change. It was fine and so on and so forth. After 2 years, I see Pepe.
Hmm.
The same religion. They say, okay, pray harder. I don't do 6 to 6 fasting. I don't do 9 to 12. I
Mm-hmm.
don't do any kind of fasting to pray for him to change.
Yeah.
But it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, he was more worse
Hmm.
in different form, in different way.
Yeah.
What do I have to do? Nothing. I have to walk away because myself is very important. And we had 3 children together and we adopted one.
Wow.
So that makes it 4. And if as a mother, if I'm not strong, then sorry for the little ones.
Hmm.
He's a good father for that, but the character does not match together. We do
Mm-hmm.
not match in any form.
Hmm.
He stops going to church, no belief, unbelief. He does not believe on anything.
Hmm.
So please, people, if a couple want to separate, let them separate. It's
Mm-hmm.
very hard and very tough for 2 hearts to come together. It is not easy. Man and woman is not easy. For
Mm-hmm.
2 different people from 2 backgrounds to join together is
Mm-hmm.
not moi moi. So I will use this to tell anyone, marriage is not by force. If it doesn't work, you separate in peace than someone dying on it or being depressed. So please,
Yeah.
this is what I have to say. I
That's the
don't have
message.
much.
That's the message. You did the right thing, my dear. You know how many people have lost themselves? How many people have lost their mind? So
Yeah, yeah,
I think Bishop was
absolutely.
advising based on, how we always, there's a problem in the Nigerian church or African churches because they believe marriage by all means, except they want to delete you before you will leave.
Yeah,
But we
you
all
must
know that
walk.
there are
They
other
will give
ways
you
of
different fasting
somebody
to go
losing
on.
themselves. There are other ways that you can be. There are so many people that they are living dead. You don't have to be physically dead for you to
Mhm.
die.
They call it a dead cough. You don't the waka, you don't know say you don't die.
So I think his
or
counsel is
living
coming from the
cough.
Christian perspective that okay, except they want to delete you, stay. You can walk around, you can resolve it, you can get counseling. And that's why I was asking him about his background, about the counseling thing. Because believe it or not, you don't just become a pastor and you think you are qualified to counsel people. And that's why we advise
Nope.
people to go to trained therapists who
Mm-hmm.
have the tools to give you. Okay? It's not the
Yeah.
Bible
Yep.
alone you use to cancel. If the person is a pastor
Uh-uh.
or they are a Christian, is an added advantage. But being a pastor doesn't qualify you to be a counselor. Please,
No.
let's not get it wrong. You
Mm-hmm.
need to be
You're right.
trained. You need to
You need
have
to
the
understand people's
certificates. You need
mentality,
to understand
people's brain.
psychology. You need to understand you need to understand so many things about the functioning of the human brain and mind before you can
Thank
call
you.
yourself a therapist. Don't just wake up
And the
and give
mindset.
yourself title and you
We
think you're a
we are
therapist.
both different.
Please.
Everyone is different. The women are different. The men are different.
And that's why people like Pastor
Thank
Yara will
you.
tell you, don't go to your pastor for counseling. You need a trained,
Yeah.
certified
It's just
counselor.
out of only one, but it was only one pastor that told me that don't do anything. If it doesn't
Because
work,
most pastors would
go
have told you
away.
to stay. After all, is it beating you? Stay.
Ah.
Every woman, a
No,
wise woman make their
maybe
marriage
that was
work.
how God wanted it to be. He said you cannot change any human.
Yeah, you can't. Human behavior is quite complex, and just reading the Bible alone does not make you understand human behavior, please. It is deep, okay? It is very, very, very deep, and you need to have studied psychology for you to even say you understand a little bit about it. You don't just wake up and you think you're a counselor. They do
It
that
has
a lot in
nothing to do with
Nigeria.
a religion. No,
No, it's not
human
the Bible
character and
says. The
human
Bible
behavior
says,
has
yeah.
nothing to do with religion.
Anybody can do the Bible
Yeah.
says. You need
Yeah.
somebody that will give you tools, that you can work with that will help you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Angela, for sharing with us.
Thank
Have a
you
good
too.
afternoon
We
or good
really
evening.
missed you. You
Thank
too.
you.
Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, love. First day I'm back now. Look how hot it was. Kai. Now, I was on my own, Jeje. I said, let me just come and say hello to my video fam. I've missed them. Let's just do 1 hour. For we are 1 hour, about the 3 hours. Mommy lower. Come and see. Meanwhile, there's one sister here. This my sister. She know they take nonsense. Imutia. Fear did not allow me to pin your comment because some of them were actually they were somehow, and I didn't want Bishop to be offended, so I didn't pin some of them. The kind of comment you've been leaving, your own comment and I'll be here. You say oh, it is well. May God help us. I mean, there's a lot to learn and unlearn, please. But I'm just going to end by saying that all what we've talked about today, from parenting, to relationship, to, learning about abusive behavior, red flags, and, even the abusers learning on learning abusive behavior, it's all about learning and involving. Okay? Deception should not and never be encouraged or tolerated. I would have been more receptive towards this if Bishop just went ahead and said, people need to be honest. But first of all, he went and told us the story of Laban, the story of Jacob, and how they were deceived, and how deception has always been. And I couldn't just wait for him to get to the point. I thought he was just going to say, although these things happen, but those people lived in donkey years ago. We are talking about 2022. You cannot take biblical principles that happen in marriages in those days and apply in 22. It won't work. It will not. Even in your own marriage, Brother Bishop, when you do get married, please don't apply those principles. It won't work. I'm sorry, it will not. It won't work. Let's learn to live because we didn't have mobile phones, we didn't have internet, we didn't have social media in the Bible era. Today now, you know how many Bible apps that we have? Go and ask my husband. He has all of them. He reads Bible. My husband is not a technology person, but he has iPad, the latest one for Bible. Why are we not reading Bible from stones and carving them on scrolls and be reading? After all, isn't that how they read in those days? We need to move on with time. So we cannot use those examples are obsolete and they are not relatable to modern society, modern marriages, and people who live in today's world. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. In Kolewek, and somebody said that nobody deleted their wife in the Bible. Exactly. So the level of, I mean, the things that we're dealing with now, the pressure of life now, things, especially in the diaspora, we cannot but put our minds together and about talk about building healthy relationship, discourage deception. Don't lie to anybody. Be honest. Don't say, "Oh, the woman lied and she cheated and gave people to give somebody's children to him, and I canceled them and they are still together." Because it's like telling other women that, okay, it's okay for you to do that. No, it's not. Don't do it. There are consequences. Don't go and cheat and go and give somebody else's children to your husband and you expect him to, because if there is no consequence, then people cannot be held accountable for anything. They'll just say, after all, we'll go beg now. We'll call Bishop, we go cancel him. Because we can work out anything. It is so damaging. It is not healthy at all. No. Oyibo, they have zero tolerance for lies and deception. Once, that's why you see Oyibo man go cheat. In wife don't go say, maybe it happened abroad. Now you go still use the mouth, call your wife, say, honey, I need to tell you something. This is what I did. And that is why their country, and this is, it goes back to what my son was telling me about how our relationships are in Nigeria. There is so much level of deception, there is scamming, and there is dishonesty. There is too much dishonesty. You saw the wife no catch am, only go use the mouth tell, because their morality, even though they are not religious, they are, in terms of knowing the Bible or being religious, is zero. But their morality is up here, 100%, or let's say 90% or 99%. Morality. If we ignore morality, integrity, honesty, what do we have? We'll just quote Bible like, mad people up and down. No, it doesn't work. You can't take Bible principles and ignore the principles that you live with daily that guide human behavior for those who are religious and those who are not religious, and you think it will work. Never. Why are pastors divorcing? Don't they know the Bible in and out? How many Nigerian pastors have divorced? Big ones. Igila that was cheating went and impregnated another woman in South Africa. Don't they know the Bible? Why didn't the wife forgive him? No, it's wrong. And that's why there's so much abuse in the church. It makes me sad. But the abuse is even more grounded in the church because of the religious aspect that people are using to cover people's eyes. That, we can talk about it. We can hold people accountable. Tell people the truth. Don't do it. Oyibo, they know. If you cheat, if you try it, Pekin, your wife is out. It will send you out. And so their men, they walk that line. You think they are not tempted? Or you think, like Bio said, they know they see women where they send their messages. They go run because they know the consequences. But African man and woman go still they try. So that because say God hates divorce or all that, whatever Bible verse we want to use to justify. No, let's not use Bible to justify rubbish. Jotori alone. It makes us look like uncivilized and backwardly thinking people. No, it's not right. Deception is wrong. Let's be honest. Let's have integrity. Let's say the truth. Don't go to Nigeria and lie to anybody and tell them that they will not do any job if they come there, that you live in a mansion. Tell them, this is who I am, baby. If you love me, love me. I am just starting my life. I'm 30-something years old. But I believe that both of us can work together and build a family. The woman will love you, go marry you. But you see all those greedy ones that want to eat or reap where they didn't sow. Why do you need to impress anybody? Be real. Keep it real. I love people that are real. Just be real. And that's why we try to be very real and authentic on this platform. No washy-washy. Don't come here and be saying it's not the end of the world. It is the end of the world. Don't lie to anybody. If you lie to me and I find out that is a lie, I'm out of the relationship. Waiting. No, because where does it end? Where does it stop? You go talk one lie, use another one cover, and you continue to the lie, waiting until somebody your head go dabaru. It is well, though. I'm happy to be back anyway. Thank you all so much. If you enjoyed tonight's conversation, even though it's our first day back, give it a thumbs up, share, and let the conversation continue. Yeah. Thank you all so much. All those of you that reached out to me that I've not responded to, I've not had time to check because I've been too busy. But I'm back now. Thank you all so much. Please like this video, share it. And if you've not yet subscribed, please do so. Subscribe. YouTube subscription is 100% free. Yeah. Let's Teach the right thing. If you have a platform, very, very important, that will teach accountability, teach respect, mutual respect, honesty, trust. Let's teach the right things. We have enough of all that washy-washy in our country. Too much dishonesty, corrupt politician, corruption, greed is too much. Let's flip it. Let's make a difference. Make we not continue with the narrative of make we talk small truth. Now our politician go lie. They go thief money. They go say na monkey chop am. They go say na cricket na chop am. All these things now they destroy our country. Lie, greed. Koda, let's do better. It is well. Thank you all so much. Love you guys so much. Tamara. I love you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys soon. I'm not sure when, but keep your notification on, because you never know. I'm back. And when I'm back, you know how we do? Back to back. Thanks, guys. Have a nice evening. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.